Hey, there we go. We're live. Unscripted RX, P Funk, Nard, Donna, Spawn. What's up, everybody?
What's good?
I'm good, man. I'm good, man. Welcome to the show, everybody. Happy May, everybody. It's warm outside, or semi-warm, at least for some of us, man. What's up with y'all, man? Y'all
It's
good?
cool as shit outside.
Is
Happy
it?
belated birthday to me.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was so I gotta say
it's
this, y'all.
sunny. It's cool.
Um, she's gonna say it, but I'm gonna get in front of this. I was a horrible
What,
friend.
that you didn't wish me a happy birthday?
I was a horrible friend. I didn't wish Donna a happy birthday on her birthday.
What was your birthday,
Uh,
Donna?
it was May
Friday.
1st. Yep, it was Friday.
Really?
Yep, yep,
Oh
yep,
shit!
yep,
I ain't get to sing to you.
yep. Ooh, ooh,
Damn,
ooh. More handcuffs. Yeah,
that's horrible.
there you go. Yeah, yeah.
Man, Donna.
So,
Aw,
yeah. Next year, next year.
no,
Next
man.
year. You can do it next year. There you go.
All right.
So, but yeah, she's gonna say that I'm a horrible friend. She's gonna
You
say that,
are.
Happy
no, I
birthday,
did
Donna.
I've been friends with him since we were what, 13, 14?
14. Yeah. Yeah.
That explains it. That
Yeah.
explains it all. So
Uh-huh.
he's had a crush on you since you was 13 and 14, and you decided to keep
Never.
it.
Never. Uh-uh.
That's what it
Mm-mm.
is. I get it now.
Mm-mm.
It's very
Mm-mm.
weird now, P.
Is that what it is? Is that is that is that
It's
is
getting
that how
very
you
weird
figured that
now,
out?
P.
Is
I
that
get
how
it
you figured
now.
that out?
I get it
Yeah.
now. All right.
Yep.
All
So
right.
yeah, again,
Yes.
yeah, she's gonna say I'm a horrible friend. She's gonna say that, I forgot
But
about it.
guess
She's gonna
who
say
did
all
say
this shit.
happy birthday? Took the time out of their day to say happy birthday to me.
Nobody.
His wife,
Nobody.
Steph,
Yeah, there
my
you go.
my
Nobody.
Good,
new
P.
my new
There you
close
go.
friend.
Yo,
Cause
first of all, I told you,
Very
because
I'm gonna
good.
Phil
tell
is
y'all,
getting replaced.
I'm gonna tell y'all for real, and I'm gonna tell y'all again, man. She doesn't like Donna at all.
Whatever.
She's just a
He's
front.
such a
It's
hater.
just Stephanie. What? I'm just telling Donna that you. Now I'm a liar. Now I'm a liar.
I don't
Yeah.
believe a word coming out of your mouth,
First
Philip.
of all, how you know? How you know I didn't remind her to say happy birthday to you? Maybe that birthday
Because
was from us. Did you ever think about that?
no, because she
Did
would
you
have
ever
said
say?
it that
Did you
way.
ever think
She
about
would have
that?
said
Huh?
it that way.
She did. Well, that's because she's selfish. That's why. Like, that's because she's selfish. Like,
Just admit
what you
you were
expect?
wrong. I should bring
I'm
out
gonna
the big
say.
scissors.
I'm gonna say again to the people that I am sorry. Happy birthday, Donna. We're gonna dedicate this show to Donna today, everybody. All right, we're gonna dedicate this show to Donna and her birthday. You know, so anybody that got any shout outs or any comments they want to say about Donna on her brand new birthday, which is May 3rd, just drop them in the comments and then we'll read
You
them out
gave
to
me
you.
a brand
Yeah.
new birthday.
Yeah, brand new birthday, so that one wasn't working for me because apparently I didn't remember it. So it
I
wasn't working
I
for
bet
me.
I
So
bet you said happy birthdays to some other people.
did I?
Did I even look? I didn't even look.
I
Don't let
didn't.
me find it. Don't let me
You
find
can
it.
look. You can look. I didn't say happy birthday to nobody
Hey,
that
look what
day.
I added.
Yeah. What?
What the hell just happened?
What?
I
He
just
put
made.
a vote in there. Oh man, that sucks.
Oh, I just I
We're gonna.
just flipped from one side to the
I
other.
know I
No,
pushed it. I pushed
he put it in. He flipped it. He said, "Do you see? Do you see? They took a vote. It says, is P Funk lying about this? Yes
Yes,
or no? No.
he's lying.
it.
I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth on that, and I am protesting the fact that there is a survey up there to see if I'm lying or not. So, uh, that's what I'm really protesting. It's not so much
See,
of you people that call yourselves my friends have the audacity to even put something up like that. I'm
that's
flabbergasted.
that's funny.
Hey, Dart, flabbergasted is another word right there. We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to words and everything, and
I
stuff
have
like
something on
that.
that one though.
Yeah. So anyway, man.
man, I got your back. See, I keep telling you, I
I
got
see.
your
I
back.
know. I
Right.
know.
Yeah.
This
You're
guy,
full of
see,
shit.
people are. I'm working on my comedy routine. This is all stand up for me.
Oh man,
You
y'all
should
find this all funny.
almost,
Okay.
almost none of this
Oh,
serious.
all right. Yes. All right.
Anything over here, you should not take seriously.
Yeah, some of the stuff that we better not take serious, man. I'll get in trouble.
Like,
Anyway, so
look at him. Like,
oh man, I'd have knocked my lighter off, man. So anyway, um, let's get started. Topic of the day. Let's start with this one. What happened?
nothing.
Can we talk about what first? You know what? I got no problem. We can talk about Donna's birthday. We can talk about how y'all think I lied about me not knowing that it was her birthday. Yeah, we can talk about that. I have zero problems with that.
No.
So-
I was like, we can't talk about the Sixers. I was saying the Sixers. That's high.
Oh, we can definitely talk about the Sixers.
Congratulations to the 76ers on their
Boo.
win last night in Game
Boo.
7.
Can we talk about the Sixers?
Boo. We can talk about the Sixers.
Yeah,
Are you a
know
Sixer
what?
fan?
You know what? How about this? I'm gonna make an announcement today.
Are you a Sixer fan?
AP, you're gonna
Are
like.
you a
this.
Sixer fan?
Hey, guess what?
What?
Guess what I'm gonna do?
What?
Guess what I'm gonna do? Guess what I'm gonna do for something I haven't done in a really long time?
What? Root for a team?
Yeah.
You're gonna root against me, aren't you? You're gonna root against me. You're gonna take the Sixers, aren't you?
I'm rooting for the Sixers, but I want to see Sixers break somebody.
You what?
What?
I'm actually not actually going to take the Sixers. I'm
Uh-huh.
going to root for them also.
You're gonna root for them. Not only
I'm not even.
you're not gonna predict. You're not gonna just predict. You're gonna root.
I'm not
Like
going
go
to
Sixers. Go
I'm
Sixers.
actually going to be like go Sixers.
Go Sixers.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Yeah.
when somebody walk up to you on the street and they gonna say, "Yo, serious is going on. Who you going for?" Your answer is gonna say what?
76ers.
Sixers.
So I feel the same way.
Ass niggas on here.
I'm
Man.
going-
All that, right?
You ain't never root for nothing. Now all of a sudden you want to root for this
You know
team?
what's crazy? As long as you've been in Philly, how are you still rooting for New York?
Because they're better teams. I don't understand what the question is.
Knicks fans, what?
What are you talking about? I'm a
Exactly.
Knicks fan, Giants fan, like But I will say this though. For Philadelphia, I love Philadelphia. I love the women. Look. I love the women. Yeah, I do. Oh, well, I gotta say woman. I love the woman in Philadelphia, but the food is good. Culture's nice. I like that. Got good cheesesteaks. Well,
I mean, I guess he got good taste in that. I don't know if he has good
yeah.
taste or not, but
Yeah.
but
And cheesesteaks, women. I don't know. Culture.
either.
well, here you
So
go.
what?
Here you go. P-Funk has bad taste in athletics because he's not an athlete. It all coincides.
I guess. I mean, I don't know about that.
He has
I just
bad-
know. I just know that.
Yeah.
I just know I'm not a fair weather fan. That's just what I'm not.
Me?
I stick with. I didn't call you a fair weather fan.
Nah.
I felt like when you were a child, your heart was broken by one of these teams, and you just decided not to root for these teams
no.
anymore.
I mean, in terms of NBA,
I've ran across people like you.
Oh no! Well,
I
here
have.
you go.
I've run across people like you before. All of a sudden now, you don't have a team because you got hurt.
I can really give you a history on it and shit. I can explain it to you for.
Does it come out to be you getting your heart broke by a team?
No, not at all. Not really. Well, here you go.
well,
Yeah.
then-
How about this? Yes, it does actually.
Yeah, then we got our answer.
Yeah.
We have our answer.
Because how about this? I was a Michael Jordan fan. So yes, early on it started off in heartbreak. And that's why I realized that most of these motherfuckers ain't really Jordan.
He won. What are you talking about? He won.
No, he did not win, bro.
When did you stop? When did you stop? When did you stop being a fan?
Stop.
When did you stop being a
Hold on,
fan?
Stop. See, this is the problem.
I'm
This is
just
the problem.
asking.
Wait, I'm trying to tell you. Listen,
Okay.
this is the
When
problem.
yes,
this is the
what's
problem with most of these fake ass Jordan fans and shit. They be
All right.
talking about this Jordan shit, but they don't remember when he was losing.
No, I got it. I
I
got that.
remember.
But-
Hold up. Let me finish. I
Okay.
remember when he was losing in the first round to the Bucks.
okay.
I was fucking 15 years old when he was doing it.
Yeah.
I was in boarding school when he fucking did the 63 between the legs 3 times on Bird
Mhm.
and got swept by Bird and being a Jordan fan.
Mhm.
I remember him getting swept by Boston again and
Exactly.
keep losing to Detroit. I remember all this shit. You know what I'm saying? So I remember the losing of Jordan and I remember the winning of Jordan.
So when did you stop being a fan?
I stopped being a fan when I stopped watching television? Because that's what I'm about to say. Towards the end of the Michael Jordan run, I think I watched that was the last bit of television sports that I kind of sunk into.
I hear a lot of feedback. Nard, is that you?
Yeah,
I had a lot of people.
what's going on?
I think that's Nard over there doing shit, man. Nard always tinkering with shit, bro. Look, he got his glasses on. You know he
I
into some
know.
shit. Look,
They like though.
yeah. There you go. There you go.
Music. There
So
we
wait a
go.
minute, wait a minute. So are you telling me you stopped being a fan once he started winning championships?
No, I'm saying after, like at the end of his title reign, right? I
Okay.
kind of stopped, like like
All
I
right.
think his last title was 99, 2000 and shit.
Yeah.
What I did personally in my life was I stopped watching like television. So
Okay.
I stopped kind of like I used to watch all sports. I used to watch college football. I used to watch pro football. I used to watch
Yeah.
basketball. I used to watch
I'll
golf.
be
I
right
used
there.
to
I
watch
gotta get my lighter.
So I
Mhm.
kind of fell out of like programming. I kind of fell out of watching a bunch of shit. You know what I'm saying? When
Mhm.
I
Right.
fell out for a while, like I may say about 10 years of fucking not dedicated TV watching. You know what I'm saying? Per se. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When I came back to it, only thing that I really added, that's why I don't really watch a bunch of TV now, is I added basketball because I play basketball. So I would watch or consume a bunch of basketball. And I started taking it in generally and taking it in as a fan. So I started trying to analyze the game more and understand why good teams were good and bad teams were bad, as opposed to being like, yo, I love this one team and shit, and knowing that this fucking team sucks, and you know what I'm saying? And like, it's just, it became like fanship became delusional for me. And I'm not like a delusional person per se. Shit. But if I'm going back to what I'm talking about right now, is that this is not a delusional fan moment for me. It's actually kind of a fun thing. I like the Sixers team. The kid VJ Edgecombe, a friend of mine used to train him through high school and shit. And I like the kid. I just have an interest in this kid and how good he is and shit. So I've kind of been watching the Sixers a lot more and kind of becoming a fan of him and the team and stuff like that. And I want to see good. I want to see good basketball.
You're at the parade if they win. You're at the
Huh?
parade. You're at the parade when they win. You're at the
I
parade.
don't know if I'm at the parade, but
You celebrate. You celebrate. You
I'm a
celebrate.
celebrator. I might get
You
a
celebrate.
Sixers. You know what I'm saying? I might
Might
get.
get, you might even get a six. Might even get a sixer hat, huh? Might even get
Yeah,
that,
I
huh?
might even fly off and do something like that. You know what I'm saying? But I have an interest in it to the point where I'm rooting for the Sixers to win. And not only that,
I always root for the Knicks. I always root for the Knicks.
I know. I mean,
That's
it's
what it is because
delusional.
I'm a loyal fan. That's why.
I mean, that's cool too.
I'm a loyal fan.
But you're
That's what I
delusional.
am. I'm a
You're
loyal fan.
delusional human being.
No, I don't just hop around. I just don't hop around. Get my feelings hurt. Just go ahead and run off. I don't do all that. That's what I say. That's what I say.
This isn't born out of like delusion. This is kind of like
I stick with my team. I stick with my team.
Like,
but good luck with it. I say this. All jokes aside.
Put some on it. Let's do that.
Oh, that's whatever. I bet on my team. That's whatever.
Hey,
I got no problem. No problem.
Hey, now dug in here.
Let's make this
dug in,
interesting.
Dougie.
Yeah.
Hey, let's talk about this here. Yeah, I mean,
I tell you what we could do is we'll do this, right? We'll make a gentleman's bet on here, right?
Right.
I'll make a gentleman's
bet. How about this?
Before we even go, I need to think about it. I need to think about what I need to think about. I'm saying I need to think about what I want, what I win. So I just want to I want to think about it for a second. So how about this? Between now and the end of the show, we'll come up with what we think, we want to wager. That's all.
Okay.
That's all.
All right. I was gonna say, can we like on some side shit? Can we like maybe go live when the Sixers play?
Ooh.
Or each game? I don't care.
Ooh.
I don't care. What does that mean? I don't have a problem with that.
I'm just saying.
In fact, you know what? I even top one better. One of those live streams. I'll bring your man in on the live stream.
So y'all going one-on-one, or this gonna be like some kind of horse type thing?
Because I know your man. He gonna want to talk shit to me too, Gil. He want to talk shit to me too. So I'm gonna bring you right on in on it. Yeah, he a bum ass Sixer fan too. I said, look, now you're talking now you talk. You got that right. I said, bum ass Sixer fan. You got that right. I said that. Yep. You get that too. Since you want to root for, you get that too.
Well, you know what's funny?
It wasn't.
Here you go.
It was just at Nard. It was just only at Nard. That was it. It made me doubt it because she just told me she was a Sixer fan. So yeah.
But
Oh, it's Stephanie. It's Stephanie. She's a fake ass Sixer fan too. She's fucking fake. That's it.
Such a fucking hater,
although although me and Gilly are at odds and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, that would be like it's amazing and shit, you know what I'm saying? Because we actually when me and Gilly actually played together, it was kind of fun. It was really, really fun and shit. And we blew motherfuckers the fuck out. So that was, you know what I'm saying? So that's it. So and for you to put us on the same team, I find it funny because we're gonna blow you the fuck out.
I guess. I mean, listen, man. Good luck. Look.
I wouldn't even suggest that.
Look again, man. Good luck to the Sixers. That was a hell of a series. I found it entertaining. I did. But yeah,
Oh, it's very, very.
That was good. That was a good series. That was a good series. It was
very, very good series. Very good win.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? And I'm gonna be honest. Here you go. This is how honest I am about it. I thought they were going to lose the 6.
I had them losing in 6. I thought I had them losing in 6. I think what the problem I have with Boston is they live and die by the 3. Like when the 3 is clicking, it is clicking. But let me just say this: even in their last game, like they kept it close, but once Tatum kind of. They kept it close. They did.
And toward the end,
but I mean,
they caught up.
I mean, they walked them down. They walked them down.
Absolutely.
But the problem was they didn't have, besides Jaylen Brown, they didn't have anybody else to close that out. They didn't. Mm-hmm. They didn't have anybody else to close it out.
They need to get some other buckets, but
they needed some other buckets. They
went to their system, and the system walked them down. And shit for
the system walked them down. So. And then after that, it was the Maxey show. So it wasn't nothing. It wasn't nothing.
You know, it's funny when NB got that knack to his knees a couple of times. I was like, man, I watched him. He's like, now he's pulling up for 3-pointers, and he made a couple, But it was like, damn, he's not going, make those steps. He's not going to go inside as much as shit because maybe a little, tentative and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Maxey pulled him through by getting to that hoop and shit.
So it's like you keep it close. It's going to be an interesting
playoff experience for that kid, bro. Yep. That kid's a star. VJ is a star. VJ is a star, and he hasn't even figured out how to manipulate the system yet. He ain't figured out how to go rogue yet. He just getting good baskets, doing everything right.
Yep.
He's just doing everything fucking right.
So I want to switch gears, right? Want to talk about. So he's been in the news for a little while. Want to talk about Vlad. Look at Spawn's face. So yeah, it's so funny. The reason why I wanted to really bring up Vlad too is because I know Spawn's views on Vlad and how he feels about Vlad. So this is like the perfect topic for us to switch to. So what'd you say? So if everybody's not familiar who Vlad is he a DJ? Is he a real DJ?
Let's start with that issue.
Okay. Because I have issues with guys that
fucking record that fucking DJ Vlad has ever fucking played, broke, or introduced you to as a fucking human being. So
now if you let Vlad tell the story, yes, he was a DJ, yes, he spun, but I don't know nobody.
I think he might have even been
and where?
I don't know. He was a DJ for a rap group or something like that.
Yeah, so
but
technically, so basically what he said,
I've DJed for Reek at a fucking show. So yeah, I'm a DJ too. Yeah, and I work for DJ Jazzy Jeff, so I'm a fucking DJ.
So are you considered a DJ? So wait a minute, are you considered a DJ?
How about this? I can DJ.
Yeah, okay.
I can DJ. I can do shit, but I'm not. I don't.
I can spin records. I can blend records.
Can you blend?
I can rock a party. I can rock a party. Yeah.
So again,
he rocked the wedding.
Yeah.
He hosted.
He was an MC though.
He was an MC.
I'm always.
He controlled He was
Yeah.
controlling,
He was
Great
controlling.
hype
Yeah.
man.
No.
Hey, how
They
about
still
this?
talk.
Hey, how
It's
this?
so funny.
We can be
Not to what's the name. They sport. I'm gonna just tell you, your name came up in one of the best hosts as for weddings again. Yo, I lie to you not. We were sitting around some friends, right? And some friends said, "Oh my God, where did you hire that guy?" I said, "What guy?" They said, "The guy that hosts." I said, "Yo," I said, I said, I did not hire him. I said I probably couldn't afford him if I had to hire him, but but I said I did not hire him. But yeah. I just want to give you your props, dog. Like
That's
I want to
dope.
give you your
Hey,
props.
man, hey, that's
You know,
dope.
they gave you your flowers, so I wanted to make sure I gave them to you before they wilted. So so yeah.
Nice.
But no, back to Vlad. Um, yeah, so he calls himself a DJ. I don't know if he's a DJ.
I'm
He
looking. I googled them.
look at Donna. Donna on it. You know when she got her glasses down like that, she is on it.
I
She is
think he
on
DJ for
that
a
shit.
rap group for some
Did he?
rap group at one point in time.
So here's the issue that people. So recently, the latest thing that if you have been on your timeline and you've seen it, the latest thing is him and Ari Spears, the comedians, going back and forth about pay rates and things like that, and how these the people that's come on there has made his platform, and basically pointing out again that Vlad and the other guy, one of the other guys to Adam 22 is basically culture vultures. You know,
There's no way here to
let's
enhance fucking hip hop culture. Fuck them.
so Vlad was asked about this, right? Vlad says basically, well, they asked him, they said, well, why don't you do white artists, white people, basically, right?
You throw
His response
academic in there
was,
too.
what you say?
Throw academic in there too.
Yep. We could throw academic in there too. Uh, he said the reason why he doesn't do that is reason why is because number one, they don't return his phone calls, and number two, uh, uh, their stories aren't as interesting, which made me think like, so what are you saying? Like, are only blacks entertaining to watch and or read and stuff like that? Like, I found that comment interesting. So I bring it to y'all and
You should find it
let's talk about
interesting. He ain't got no respect for you.
So looking up, I wikied him.
Yep.
He's as much of a DJ as me. It
Okay.
don't say nothing
Or
about
DJ
no groups.
academics. Or
No,
DJ
Vlad.
academics. Oh no,
Yeah, I
that was a
yeah,
joke.
no.
Yeah, exactly.
Nard is Spawn got it. so so I say so because besides him, there
As
are
long
other
as look,
people.
man, look, check. As long as fucking let's do it this way. As long as the blacks keep using him
As
and going
long
there
as the
paycheck,
blacks,
you know what I mean?
because he's paying them,
Paycheck,
he's paying them to come through there. Lil
handouts,
Boozy,
whatever he gives. Fucking,
DL,
He's from
uh,
the Bay. It
yo,
says he's
man,
from the Bay Area.
look, man, the revolution
So
always had snitches and fucking foilers and fucking people to send all that dumbass shit. So
so
whatever.
what do you say about the people that take the checks to go in there and do the interviews? What do you say about them?
I think most of them are pretty foolish. They may not. I mean, let me not say foolish, man. I'm gonna give them some grace and shit. I mean, they may not even understand the impact or look at the overall picture and shit.
I think they're just looking for the exposure.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, and that's cool, but it's like I don't know,
because Vlad really wants you. Vlad, a lot of times he wants you to give your opinion on different stuff. You guys see the platform.
I mean, you know a snake by its patterns. You know what I'm saying? Like, it looked like a snake is slither and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't tell me it's not it's a bird and shit. It ain't got no wing. It don't fly.
I thought we were boycotting him.
Huh? Who, me?
I thought no, just period.
People?
Us.
Oh,
Black
we're supposed
in general, we're
to.
boycotting.
Well, so
at
some point,
how our images are out there and shit. You know what I'm saying?
At some point, I believe that people tried to start boycotting them and stuff like that. I think how he got around that one was he just paid more paid more people to come on his platform, and they did the platform. So I remember
Gotcha.
when they was trying to I remember when, if I'm not mistaken, when they boycotted him, when they started to boycott, I think after that he wound up getting DL to come on there, and then DL ran the numbers up. Boozy, that was when around that time Boozy was around there. He gave him a check, and they ran the numbers up. So it's hard to boycott if people keep
If people keep
patronizing.
going, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like like that's really what it is. It's like we could say we ain't gonna watch it, but then you got a person on there that you fuck with, and you want to say, "Oh, okay, it's such and such."
Well, I
You
mean,
know what I
No,
mean?
when they said they were boycotting, I stopped watching them.
I've been
I
stopped.
wasn't a big watcher to begin
No,
with, so
so
that wasn't
so
hard.
it's not so much of you not watching it, but like think about it on your algorithm, right? So let's just say I don't personally follow Vlad, right?
Right.
Or IG, but let's just say he did something or Nard, right? So Nard went up there, Nard did it. Nard in that interview gets reposted all over the place. So it's not so much of you following him. It's still out there. It's still getting promotion. You're
No,
still
yeah, no, I
seeing.
know.
You feel what I'm
But
saying? So
he doesn't even come up on my algorithm. That's how much I don't watch him.
okay.
Even if it's somebody else that I follow, I
Hmm.
just keep going. I
Oh,
don't
okay.
I don't
Yeah,
divulge.
Like I don't follow Charleston White, but he still come up on my
Yeah.
timeline.
Yeah, I don't
look,
him either.
I've tossed the plan a long time ago.
Yeah.
Look, I just told you my algorithm right now is so jacked up. All I see is food most of the time. I'm not even seeing political stuff no more, which I used to see a
Uh,
lot of.
That's
speaking
good.
of which, speaking of which, since we talking about since you
Segue.
said that segue, it's always a good segue. Yo, so more information came out about the assassination attempt at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. So
Mm-hmm.
apparently, right before the gunman ran out, you see a security guard tell this
Walk by with the
person,
dog.
yeah, with the dog,
The guy with the
you know,
dog when you
yeah,
walk by.
the guy
Okay.
with the dog. They waved them through. Something about they checked him and everything was all
I
right.
looked
And then
at that. The Sonny, you just said that. Like it just made
yep,
me go back to that moment. Like, yo, was the guy with the dog? It's kind of weird. Like you look,
yep.
the dog kind of does that,
So
and
I
you know,
thought it was AI generated. Then I watched, then CNN confirmed it that it was not AI generated. It was the actual footage of it, and it brings more speculation to, was this a real attempt, or was this a fake, or a
yeah.
fake assassination attempt?
Was it
Again, yeah,
on
I
purpose?
told y'all my
Orchestrated.
views. Yeah, I told y'all my views on the first one. I mean, in prior past, that I think every assassination attempt that was made against the president that we have has been fake. It's
Yeah,
been
because he
staged.
gets ratings.
Yeah,
He gets higher
yeah,
ratings and stuff when he gets those attempts. His
so
approval ratings go up.
yeah. That's just me. Sometimes people don't agree with what I believe. Again, because some people believe the world is flat. Some people think the moon is made out of cheese. Like some people think the sun rotates around the earth. So I mean, I don't know. So but I bring it to y'all. What y'all think?
I can actually see it being a fake incident. Um, and actually, I just saw something earlier today that said something about they're removing the suicide watch on him, which
Who, the bull?
yeah, that he's on suicide watch, locked up right now.
Yeah.
So
Well,
the judge is removing that. That
didn't they do
could
that with
give them
Epstein? They removed
exactly.
they removed the suicide watch on Epstein, but they still say Epstein's still alive. See, I just go
Yeah,
down a bunch of rabbit
I
holes.
seen a
He
picture of him
Pensacola
in
Pete or
like
whatever his name is.
Yeah, he said
in
they living where
Israel.
Tupac is,
It looks just
someplace where
like him with a beard.
I
So
don't know. But again, man, that's what they say. I don't know. Sports
we'll
quiet on
see.
these
I
on these
mean,
topics. So
Tupac's in Cuba,
yeah,
so I don't know.
yeah, right.
There you go.
Hey, the Germans who left Germany after what was it, after the Holocaust and shit, they fled
Uh,
to Argentina. Was it?
yeah, yep,
Yeah, the
yep.
Nazis.
Yeah,
Yep.
The Nazis, they moved to Argentina. So I
Yeah.
guess I guess we're seeing patterns.
Yeah. I guess so.
Oh, man.
I don't know.
Is it
So
AI? Is
it,
it not AI?
I just found it interesting. I did. I definitely found it interesting. I was like, something to bring up. That's what happens when you smoke and you just be sitting there watching shit on your phone. It does, man.
While we're on this political note, I
Yeah.
did notice while we were all concerned last week about Megan and Clay. Uh,
How, I'm just trying to figure out how did that come into political. What did that? Did we have to vote on some shit like that with Clay? Like,
no, would you shut up for a second and let me finish talking?
okay. Excuse me. I'm
Sliding in
sorry.
the background.
Yeah, I'm just
Holy
trying to
shit,
figure this out.
man.
How does get to political? Go ahead.
Drop bombs on that. No,
Fuck a minute.
the Supreme Court has allowed us to, well, has allowed the politicians to get rid of the 13th Amendment. So they're going to be changing the redistricting in a lot of different states to pretty much obliterate the black vote.
So I want to know. No, I guess the question I would like to ask, and even the people out there, what does do people really know? How does that affect us at our rights? Because again, we went in the past. We past episodes we have gone past over
We
voter
have,
rights and
yeah,
things like that. But
yeah.
what that really means when they're talking about redistricting.
Well, when they redistrict an area,
Yeah,
certain areas are
You got so many
primarily vote
representatives.
black.
it's so
So
yeah
if blacks come out to vote, they kind of pretty much take up the
The
whole
weight.
district. So,
so
for
what
example, like in PA, most of PA is Republican. Philly is the deciding vote most of the time. Between Philly and Pittsburgh is the deciding vote for how the
because they
state
had
goes.
because of how many representatives they actually have.
Right. Is I mean Pennsylvania is small town
Yeah.
compared to actually Philly itself. Philly needs to be its own state sometimes, but yeah. So if they remove some of those representatives from that area and give other representatives in
So
the
basically, in other words, if they
white
give,
area,
yeah, there you go.
they'll have more of a say in how the state goes.
Everybody's
So
quiet.
yeah.
So that's so basically what that means is there's less people representing us
Yeah.
when it comes to voting in our voice
Right.
when
Yes.
it comes in that realm of voting. So that's what that means. So
Here's
yes, it is
here's
it
what they
is important to pay attention to what
here's
they're doing as far as redistricting things.
another. Here's what they think about you moment.
We all know what they think about us.
Yeah.
That don't mean that we gotta accept it. I mean,
Yeah,
but
I didn't say
that's
accept it.
all. Yeah,
Accept it, no. I said,
like I don't think it was never a question of what they think about us. No, that's never was a question. That would be delusional if you think, oh no, they think no. How you feel is how you feel. Yes, that's how they think about us. But that don't mean that we gotta take things lying down.
I didn't
Right.
say.
And again, no, that I know I'm
Yeah,
not debating you.
yeah.
I'm not debating you on it. What I'm saying is, but this is
Let
the
me,
reason why it's so important. This is the reason why people should pay attention to what they're doing and how they're manipulating, how they're trying to manipulate the system and how you can fight
but
back.
but here you
And
go.
it's crazy.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question because this kind of ties
Yeah.
into what I'm about to ask you. Because
Okay.
they've always manipulated. Like, if we're having this conversation, they've always manipulated the system.
Yeah.
It's always being done. It's
Yeah.
always being done. Like maybe it's more overtly now than ever before, but this is what's always being done to you and shit.
I
Right.
agree.
So here you go. Now that we all know that they've made the black vote less powerful and shit, the question is, how do you combat that? Do you go vote to combat that your vote is means less? How do you combat it? Is the question.
You use the same tactics that they're using. You have to
Yeah,
go
but
back in there.
when
You
we've
have to,
done well when we're
yeah.
doing that because we are, but they're trying to block that. So it's what is good for them is not doesn't work for us. or that's what they're trying to say or do. So when we try to redistrict, because Virginia just tried it and they had a judge knock it down.
Yeah, he knocked it down.
So
Yep, they knocked it down.
yeah, so we're just doing the same shit that they're doing, but they don't like us doing it. They only want to be the ones to do it.
We're just not successful at their game.
Well, the thing is
they hold the
some of the
majority.
right now, again, they still hold a majority, but to defense on that, a lot of that's being blocked. Some things are being redistricted, but there are things that they're saying the same way they're knocking it down in Virginia, they're knocking it down in other places, saying no, you can't do that. So it's a fight. It is a fight.
Well, they definitely did it in Texas. That's why Jasmine Crockett is going to be losing her seat.
Oh, of course. No, I mean, there's some places that they did make the change, and then there were other places that they made a change for us.
Yeah.
And Republicans didn't like it, and there was nothing that they could do. So
well, that's what happened in Virginia just a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. So again, it's all about it's all about you still have to play the game. I understand. Again, this game is rigged. I get it. Same way as when you go to casino, the casino is set for you to win. It's set for them to win.
The house to win, yeah.
Yeah, for the house to win. But that don't mean that you ain't gonna go in there and gamble and try to see what you can get and see what you can change. The same thing goes for politics for me.
Well, how about this then? If we're gonna use that as the analogy and shit, fucking I think it would be a mistake for a person to go into a casino and think they're going to get rich if the fucking goal of the casino is to not make you rich. If their goal is not to make you rich, and the odds are that you're not going to get rich there and shit, although one may get rich there and shit, every now and then, it behooves me that you use a certain other tactic to go get money or find another realm, because that might not be it, unless that's all you have.
But again, in that aspect, unfortunately, this is the only game we have. There's no other game to play. There's the system. Again, I'll go back to the system that we all live and enjoy. The system that we all enjoy and we thrive in or live in. This is the only game that
we don't enjoy any of it.
Yeah, well,
not really. We don't necessarily.
Well, it all depends. Again, everybody
complaining about it now, so we don't necessarily totally enjoy
it. Well.
Right, what we know.
As again. Like I said, this if there was another game to play, if there was someplace else to go or do anything like that, by all means, go. Like I'm a firm believer, and I'm just saying, I'm a firm believer that again. If you do not like what is going on right here, right? And I'm just saying in general.
You're going to say you can leave, right?
You could go someplace else where you think it's better.
That sounds like, you know what that sounds like? That sounds like what a white man would tell a nigga. Go back to Africa.
No, I didn't tell you to go back to Africa. But if you want to be here, you got to participate. You got to write. Yeah, that's not.
You got to understand the sentence. Yeah, and the privilege that for you to be able to say that to a person, implies that you have a certain amount of privilege. If you don't like what you like here, take your ass.
No, you don't have. No, it's not privilege. It's not privilege. It's choice. Okay. I didn't tell you. You have a choice. You can stay here. I didn't tell you to leave. I didn't see. I never. My thing is, and I'm just going to say in general. No,
you gave me. You said
you have a choice. It's either you can be a part of this system that's going on and make the best of it, meaning you can fight in the system, you can try to make changes, and some changes you're going to make and some changes you're not going to make. But if you don't like it at all, and this ain't for you and stuff like that, I'm not saying anything. What you could do is, and again, this is a choice. You can go, get up, and leave. You have that right.
And you know,
it's not like go back to Africa, go back to see that. My thing is this, because you can stay. You can stay and
you can cushion the blow however you want to cushion it, bro.
It's not about cushioning.
What a white man would say to a fucking nigga in the fucking South.
And maybe he would say that.
If you've accepted that position, I'm saying if you've accepted that, that's your only position. If you've accepted that's your only position.
What only position on what? I don't understand what you mean.
You've just accepted the fact that your only choices are to fucking stay here and deal with this or fucking get out. You've accepted. I'm just saying
what other choices did you have? But the question is what other choices do you have?
Well, how about this? I'll say this then to kind of move through it and shit is that I think the further this goes along, we'll learn how history has alternate ways of correcting itself for better
that happens sometimes.
But what I'm saying is so then you choose to stay.
But
so it's the same thing. You choose to stay. You're gonna ride it out. I'm gonna ride it out.
No. You gave two options. You said put up with. You said you stay here and shit, or go through the system the way the system is set up. You didn't say you didn't use a third option like stay here and try to change the system through an alternative.
I did say that.
He did.
I did say that.
Okay then.
So I asked the computer how to do it. I hopped into some AI. I tapped into AI.
What did ChatGPT say?
So I'm gonna use my reading skills, right? Because I can read a little bit.
Okay.
We can talk about that later. But I asked the question of how could people fight against redistricting? Okay. And then we break it down. It says redistricting is the process of redrawing electoral boundaries, a fundamental part of U.S. democratic system, but it can be used unfairly to dilute the voting power of specific groups through gerrymandering. People often fight against perceived unfair redistricting through several legal, legislative, and grassroots avenues. And it gave four, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'll just read the titles. It says you can go against it by legal challenges and litigation. It actually breaks that down. I'm not going into all that. But then it says the second thing, it says promoting independent commissions. I will read this one. It says in many states, the legislature itself draws up the maps, which can lead to self-serving boundaries. A major reform effort involves shifting this power to independent redistricting commissions. So, I guess the people can do something about that. It says you can bypass partisanship and ballot initiatives. A third thing it says public testimony and transparency. Pretty much when people define their interests, clearly in a public forum. And then the other thing it says is direct political advocacy. And then I'll go into that. It says legislative pressure. It says voters can lobby their state representatives to support fair redistricting standards, such as requiring bipartisan consensus or strict adherence to mathematical fairness scores. Okay. Then it says mid-decade awareness. It says while redistricting usually happens every 10 years after the census, some states attempt to mid-decade redistrict for political advantage. It says awareness.
That's because of the midterms coming up.
Yeah. And it says awareness and rapid response to these rare moves can help prevent them from passing quietly. So sometimes I guess we sleep. Distraction.
Well, what happens is again, a lot of people forget about the midterms. People don't, but a lot of people forget about the midterm, and they come out for the big vote. So then what happens is, case in point with Barack Obama, he got voted into office, but he didn't have the Senate behind him. So for what? Right. So anything that
to change,
he couldn't do a lot of stuff. So this president, on the other hand, he has not only control of the House, but he also has control of the Senate. So whatever he decides he wants to do, his party has the power to push things through. So then that's the reason why midterms come up so importantly, and the fact of redistricting these different areas changes a whole lot.
To really make the landscape change.
Yeah. So, but that's we always get on political shit, man. You know, that's because I watch too much CNN. Maybe Donna
Meanwhile,
does too.
which is a perfect segue to meanwhile, they
But
shut down 17 schools in Philadelphia, including my own Lincoln Hall High School. Shout out Lincoln Hall High School, who just got shut
damn, so
by
that's
the local,
crazy.
by the local government in Philadelphia. Thanks, voters.
Oh,
I
mm,
know they were. I knew
Um,
they were
mm.
picking
Damn.
schools
So you know, so
without
crazy.
pay. You
I
know,
seen that. It was that the
look,
same. I seen. Shout out QDZ. I seen
yep,
a post
me and QDZ went to the same high school. Shout
that
out
was. It's the same.
QDZ.
It's the same high school he's talking about.
Me and QDZ
Yep.
went to Lincoln on Motivation.
Yep.
Shout out Truck North. Truck North went to Lincoln on
Shout out
I
Motivation.
used to
Truck.
go to
Shout out
Lincoln
Truck.
Norfolk shop classes.
Okay.
I
So
remember
yeah,
that.
I seen that. So apparently they're shutting down. How many schools spawn?
I think it's 17.
Wow.
Damn.
Wow. So
And
I guess the
That's
question
a
is,
lot.
from what I
so
understand,
I'm not familiar. I'm not familiar with what happens. So these kids are redispersed in
some
other
of these,
schools because they got to
yes,
go.
yes.
Go
Some
ahead.
of these schools are some of these schools are straight closing. Some of these schools are their kids are being relocated into other schools right now.
Okay. So which makes classes much larger.
I was gonna say, what's the general classroom size in most of these schools nowadays? Is it
I'm not necessarily sure, but look, well, here's the dumb shit. Well, here you go. The
Mhm.
thought process is it's supposed to bring in about $1 million to bring in to kind of redo the other schools, like invest into the other schools.
So how much they said it would cost?
Man, I had it
Man,
on
it's a
my
lot
phone.
Oh,
of
I
money.
thought I thought that's I thought that no, I'm sorry. I
It might
thought
have been
that's
like
what you said.
it might two. I want to say 2 billion. That's not.
No,
That's
no,
not.
no. I thought when you were reading that, you said 1 million something. I thought that's what it cost or
I
something
mean, I
like that.
know a lot of these schools are aging. They're very old and they need
Yeah, the buildings need to be
updating. A lot
Well,
So
of
that's
air
the other part.
conditioning
The
and
other
stuff.
thing is that
removal.
the same thing that they've with other developers done, like they've done with Bach.
yeah,
Developers
They
have come
turn
in and
them
taken
into
these high
apartments.
schools and turned them into condos, apartments, offices.
Hmm.
yeah,
Yeah, that's what they did
exactly.
to West Philly
Yeah,
High.
Like
yeah.
right now, like that. Here you go. My high school was Lincoln, but its parent school was Germantown. So neither one of my high schools from my childhood exists right now.
They both are like apartments.
Okay.
Germantown is.
Germantown, did they do that?
Yeah,
Actually,
they
do it
did
in
that.
Germantown?
They did it
They
to
finally did it.
Germantown. Yep.
Yeah, they finally did
They
that.
So
actually started the process.
I
Yep.
guess my problem. I guess my problem is this, right? So you have Philadelphia has issues with keeping schools open, right? But yet, right, if you cancel a Mummers Day parade or no, I've always had this issue. This is my issue like years ago, man. So it's like I remember one year. This is when Nutter was in office, right? And so Nutter had some tough decisions he had to make. You know, I think he had to close down he had to close a couple of schools down. And no, it was either a couple of schools, a couple of libraries. It was like something really serious. What? Yeah, in a minute. My bad, bro. Like, so, so he had to make some tough choices, right? So,
Mhm.
case in point, he says, I say all that to say, right? Mother's Day parade comes around, right? And so I'm assuming the city usually foots the bill, for trash and things like that because it's something that it's a historical thing. Which I got a whole another issue with Mother's Day parade. So, but they decided Nutter decided to say nope, we not having it, right? Like we're not gonna do it. We're not footing the bill. It's gonna cost like I think it was like 1.6 million or some shit like that. It was gonna cost. Don't you know private investors, right? That went down on one, like whatever it was, like let's say if it was a Friday, by like Monday, they said, "Oh, we got enough money to do the Mummers Day parade
Oh, private investors chipped in for the parade.
for that particular year because because you got to remember you got to pay police, you got to pay
Right.
trash, you got to pay, and everybody on that day is like double time. It's like
Hmm.
holiday pay. I think it's like double time and a half, some shit like that, right? So that's a big tab. So I say all that to say it's crazy how people can come up with uh here.
Money for that,
Yeah,
but
it's
not money to
money for
help the
that
kids
or
out.
or to help the kids out. Is it I think it's some over there. Oh yeah, there. Yeah, open that one up. Yeah, yeah. It's crazy how you come up with money for that in a matter of days, but yet there are 17 schools out here, right? That I think Spawn you just said, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they can't figure out no way to get this money. No private investor. Nobody saying, you know what? I'm going to step up. Even if you went and said, I'm going to make a school for the school of tomorrow, right? Like like Bill Gates school up at West Philly, if that's still a school like that. I'm not
Yeah,
sure if it
school of
is or
future.
not.
I just did a talk.
School of future,
Yeah, I
right?
just
So and to me, it's like, so you're telling me they're not private investors, they're not people that can say, you know what, we're gonna put this money up for schools, but yet we can put up money for like here's the crazy part, right? Like I'm pretty sure there were people that were willing to put up money for when them people went on strike to pay for 4th of July. They just didn't want to break the strike line. That's it.
Hmm.
So
Well, what seems to be the problem is the money being mishandled? Is the money being stolen? Is the money
no,
not enough being collected?
uh,
Like what's the
I
issue?
think I think it's just to me. I could be wrong because again, I'm not in the budget of the city. I just think that it's just any other thing. It's like cost goes up. Like you said,
it's a
these
money.
schools.
Well, the other thing is, like I said, going back to that, when you have land developers developing property that way, tax money comes into the city. There's supposed to be a boost of money that they can actually
Yeah,
allocate that money back into the existing
like
infrastructure.
for example, when they
That
was going to move the Sixers, down to Chinatown, right? When they was going to
Mm.
move that down there, in that whole process, there was a lot of things that they were about to give Chinatown on the outside of besides that arena, like money towards uh whatever what was going on in that area.
All money ain't good money though.
Yeah, but no, my
Right.
point is like in other words, let's say if they wanted their parks better. Let's say if they wanted their parks in that area
There
better.
was that
You,
community part that there
you
was
was you
millions.
would they were going to get the community park
But
together.
but you
Let's
got to
say if they
understand. You got to understand. They offered them a lot of money, but
yeah,
they offer a lot of people a whole lot more money for something that's not even
exactly.
big. So that's where it wasn't
Yeah.
fair. So it got
No, but
rejected.
my my
You know.
my point my point is in those situations, they do compensate. People outside developers have to compensate the community. They got to because in order for them to put it there, the community got to say
Yeah,
we want it there.
but I can tell you that they're like in their situation compared to other things, it was like 100 to 1, like a
Yeah,
difference compared to
yeah.
stuff they did elsewhere. So you
But
could be
again,
like, why
like
y'all take care of them and not take care
yeah,
of us? You know.
like again, it's sad. It's sad, but I'm pretty sure the cost of keeping up a school is a lot. Because I mean, at the end of the day, they're kids. They're not going to take care of it. Like they're kids. So the cost of living is going up. Like everything goes up.
well, well,
So
well, speaking of, I might now segue. Speaking of kids, did y'all see the kid that's being threatening to suspend him and not let him go to his prom because he
I
did a
did see that.
video,
I did see
he did
that.
a video where he
Yeah,
had a index card with a sentence on it and kids couldn't read the sentence.
yeah.
You
So
know,
I
bro,
got mixed feels on that because I got something else I want to bring up because you brought that up too. So, but go ahead. I wanted to hear what everybody think about that.
I just find I
Like,
find
first of all, should he be penalized? Should he be
No,
penalized by the school for
absolutely not,
for for doing that?
absolutely not.
No.
We all agree on that.
I mean,
yeah,
I would have to. I really
Why?
see. I would want to see. I have to. I really would need to see what their
What their policy is?
yeah about that. Like, what policy did he kind of break that?
Yeah, what did he break? Like what rule did he
Because it
break?
just it just showed to me all it to me what it shows is that if you want to look at it, it's like you're just showing the Philadelphia school system up, saying that you're not doing your job. I guess you
Well,
could say that.
I was about to say, hey, no, you got to make. You can make it a choose
I'm gonna
another.
Yeah,
Like,
present. I'm gonna share it. I'm gonna share the screen.
yeah, I was about to say choose another joint and shit. Then,
so if everybody hasn't known, if everybody that doesn't know, it was a student that came out and like Spawn said, it was a challenge basically. She went around school and told everybody to read this off the index card, and people, I guess, the school board did not appreciate that.
But he didn't break no rules.
Like that's what it says. It says she wore a silhouette of clothes that were extraordinary but somewhat gauche. Now I just learned what gauche was, but or
So
gauche.
is the
Right.
problem
There
is
you
the
go.
problem is because if I watched the video, a lot of the kids didn't know what
Yeah,
some of the
but
words
it's
mean.
even it's
That's
it's
all.
it's bad. But it's like, hey, look, you need to pay attention when you're in school. But
That's all.
I
you know,
mean, he's shedding light on an issue that the school district needs to address.
I mean, that's part. That's actually one part of it. But the other part of it is like it also like here you go. You said you didn't know what that word was, and it's like that. Something like that would probably literally be something that was on a standardized test if you were, trying to test into a program, testing for
I get it.
college,
I get
testing
it.
anything and shit. That's not something that's super,
it's not a common word per se.
well, it's not
No, it's
necessarily
not
a
a
common
common
word,
word, but
It's not a
but
common word used, but
you
it's not
need to
it's
something
like
that
you take context clues from what the
what
sentence is to
yeah.
understand out if you don't know what the word means.
I mean.
Yeah,
Here you go. Let's put this in perspective. Like here you go. When we're talking politics and we talk about gerrymandering, I've known about gerrymandering since I was in fucking fifth grade. And that may
Okay.
be because my mom sent me to a school that fucking kind of leaned me into like more of learning and education and shit. But like that's not a new concept to me. That's not a fucking 2020 concept to me and shit.
No.
I don't have a problem with the challenge. I think my problem that I have is the fact that the school system is trying to punish this person.
Yeah, I
That's
don't
more
That's
think
my
what
that's
part issue.
that's what
I
punishable.
really want to understand why
that's what my
it
real
is being
issue is
punished.
because I feel like at what point what rule did this person break? Like
Right.
if now again if you have got so I've learned that when you're at a company, right? If there are guidelines put in place for what they did, then all right, fine. Show it to me. Tell me what that person broke. But if there's no guidelines, and this is just the Philadelphia Board of Education just getting their feelings hurt, then yeah, I'm against this.
Hold up? Is this the board of education or is this the board of education?
Well, I mean, the school system. I
This-
don't know if it's just a high school or whatever,
Yeah, I
but
don't, know, I
I'm
don't know if it was a high school decision or not, just a local high school.
I feel like even if it's the high school's decision, if the school itself are basically got their feelings hurt because I feel like maybe they're saying he's making light of the fact that we're not kids are getting taught, grade one education, then that's just something they got to take on the chin and do something better.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
not
see where I
punishable.
don't see where that's punishable. That's
Yeah.
just
Right.
that's my issue.
I mean, it's,
yeah.
I mean, just the exact. I mean, talk about just in total shit. I seen another video and shit. I don't know if anybody's seen this video. It was this dude who had a like an analog clock, like not a digital clock,
No,
but an
no,
analog
he had
clock.
an analog.
Asking them to
I
read
seen
the
that.
time.
It was a
Yeah,
while back. Go ahead. Go
He had
ahead.
a
Go ahead.
clock. He had a clock with hands and shit. You know what I'm saying? He
Yeah.
was basically walking up to kids saying, "Yo, can you read this clock?" Can you
Can you tell
nobody
what time it is? And the
nobody can
kid,
read the analog
nobody
clock.
can read it.
So it's
So
Well, I mean, we all go back to this. To me, this "No Child Left Behind" is a disservice to the children
right.
because they're
but that's
pushing
been
them
going on.
along
But that's
without
been going on
really.
forever though. That's
I've
been
had,
going
I
on
mean,
Well, not
forever.
forever. Not
Yeah.
forever. Bush put it into play. However,
No, this
it,
was going on. Where was Bush in office? Like, because
in the
this was going on.
'90s.
yeah.
This was going on. I'm gonna tell you honestly. This was going on earlier than that because I remember this was in elementary. In elementary school, this was up in Playfield, New Jersey. They might have changed this rule, but they had a rule. Like if you were in like sixth grade and you had to go to middle school, right? You was going to middle school. They didn't. If let's say if you just didn't pass any courses or you didn't pass no uh math, none of the courses you didn't pass, you still passed because they didn't there was the rule of no kid was left behind.
Oh, they didn't do that here.
Now again, I guess some school districts are different, but what I say is that, and that was yeah, that was in the 80s.
No, well,
So
I know that was a part of Bush's platform, No
yeah,
Child Left Behind.
yeah,
And like I said, I know I grew up in Willingboro,
yeah.
so they didn't do that. If you didn't pass, then you got left the
Now I'm
hell
not
back.
saying people didn't get left back in certain grades, but I think once you got to the grade of where where you were going with the other kids, like in other words, like let's say if you got left back in the third or fourth grade, okay, you could. But let's say if you're transitioning to middle school or transitioning into high school, those kids are different than say the school kids and the elementary school kids. They're totally different. They
Now,
act
the
different.
only thing that I saw, which was to me a disservice, was a lot of the athletes got pushed through,
Yeah,
but the
I wasn't
regular
mad at that
kids,
part.
nah.
Well, what's funny? I was having this conversation today about like even in terms of athletics and shit. What
yeah,
you're going to be seeing is you're not going to see a lot of like going back to the jail, but you're not going to see a lot of Rasheed Wallaces anymore coming up through high school ranks and shit. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like
believe so too. Yep,
meaning
you're
like
right.
kids coming from urban areas and shit that are able to break into like NBA sectors or things like that. They're really looking for more refined people from prep schools and things like that, who are able to handle a certain system and certain type of program, for lack of a better way to put it. Shit. You know what I'm
Oh
Yeah,
saying?
no, definitely. Because when my nephew was interviewing for the NFL, they were interested in his social, like his
His
well,
social
well
psyche,
now,
actually, his
yeah,
psyche.
well
right.
right now, it's a marketing thing now. It's like, do you have the whole package? Like,
Well, how
Yeah,
about this?
because
How
you
about
got
this?
a lot of athletes that are in domestic violence issues, drug
Listen,
related
yeah,
issues.
we're trying to find out how many of you people are fucking able to mentally withstand the pressures of being a professional at the highest level of being a professional.
Yeah, and having
yep,
all that money thrown
yep,
Because
at them.
the money has trickled down so far that they have to do that at this
Yeah,
point. You know what I'm saying?
and I
You
don't
can't,
blame them
you
because
can't.
that makes the organization look bad on a whole.
Well, that's
yeah,
the psyche and shit, but here you go. How about this? That almost, here you go. That eliminates even up to the people like an Anthony Edwards. You know what I'm saying? His type
hmm
of demeanor and shit. I'm from the
hmm
hood. I'm not as refined as everybody else and shit. You know
as
what I'm saying?
everybody wants you to be.
Like you have to understand, man. Like in terms of the NBA and shit, like and it's just professional basketball, their current like like apex right now is LeBron James. They went from a league of dope and coke to Michael Jordan, who sort of straight laced the shit, but he still gambled, you know,
Yep,
White
still
Jones,
did a little bit.
right?
You
Still
still, you know,
gambled, shit like that, had that going on and shit.
Right.
LeBron James, goddamn, fell in love with his high school fucking sweetheart. 23 years, no scandals. You know what I'm saying? Just straight laced kids in the NBA playing with his son. Like that look of the NBA, they're never going to let it go back to Allen Iverson.
they're going to try not to let it go back to
You know
that.
what I'm saying? It
They're
can't
Right.
going to
be
try.
that.
They're going to try. They're going to try.
That's why it has to look like
Yep,
Wendy, international.
yep. They're definitely going to try.
I mean, not that he not don't deserve it, but I'm just saying, like, they'd rather look like that than look like Ant Edwards or John Morant.
yep.
Yeah, but I would think it because the talent is mostly in the inner cities. Um, and
Well,
if you're
it's not so much
investing,
of the talent. I think it's not
well,
so much of the
in the
talent. I also believe, and I don't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry, Don. I think also too, it's not so much as talent. I think it's also too swag. Like
yeah,
these people, these kids
because
want
our
to. These
culture
kids,
is very
y-
addictive.
yeah, yeah. This it's also the culture itself. So it's like you can have an overseas player like Wimby, but I just don't see no kid walking down the street saying I want to be like Wimby or look like Wimby. I
He
don't, but
can't
I
be him.
do.
It's
What
impossible
I
for him to be him.
what what I can say is they do want to be like Ja. I want to be the tattoo. I want to be like Anthony Edwards. I want to be I want to be like that. You know, because it's something.
They're going to sell the sneakers.
Yeah, I do believe that. So I do always think the NBA is going to try to try to curb that with the Allen Iverson, uh, uh, what he brought in. But what I believe is that now that Chuck brought that in, I don't think you can get that out of there. I think opposite. I think it's about
He changed it.
yeah, he changed some shit like the
Yeah.
old way. Like I
Like how
felt
they used to come in wearing suits to the games.
I felt AI, man. Why I got to do with fucking Magic and fucking Jordan and Dominique and all them? I don't want to wear a suit. Why I gotta wear a suit?
We
You
paid
know,
up.
yep. Like I just think that you're selling a product. They're the product. When it's all said and done, they want to be the kids out there don't want to look like them in suits. They want to wear at that time with Chuck throwbacks and
And
Baggy G.
but
Baggy
yeah,
clothes.
you have to understand this. Some part of it too is also the size of the player. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? It's
yeah,
like when you see a player like Allen Iverson, who is 6 feet tall, out there amongst people who are 7 feet tall, being
yeah,
successful, it humanizes the game.
yep,
You think you can go out there and do the same thing?
yep,
Steph Curry is amazing because he made it so that this 6 foot, he's not small, he's 6'2", 6'3". You know what I'm
he's
Right.
saying?
my height. He's my height, but on that court, he looks small, and it looks like he's
Compared
doing
to the
He's
stuff.
others.
pulling up from
Yeah.
Yeah,
fucking New Jersey with a jump
yep,
shot and shit, and you as a little motherfucker say, "Yeah, I could do that too."
yep,
He humanized it. You
yep,
can't be LeBron James. You can't be 6'9", 270, fucking fast as goddamn Usain Bolt with a basketball, that type of shit.
yep,
I mean, it's like it's funny, and I've even come to realize that in my Michael Jordan LeBron debates that I get it. Michael Jordan was achievable to some extent. This shit, you know what I'm saying? Like Michael Jordan was achievable because you can go to a basketball court, put on the Jordans, put on the black and red, practice a reverse layup and shit. You know what I'm saying? Figure out how to do a turnaround jump shot. If you can jump, you can lean and dunk. You know what I'm saying? But somebody like LeBron James is borderline unachievable because you got to have the size and realistically what he does on the basketball court. A lot of it is IQ, so you don't see it. So it's hard to replicate it unless you're trying to look at that. The easiest thing for you to see is the ball going to the basket. And that's what Mike specialized in. He specialized in making the ball go in the basket. It's attractive.
Speaking of basketball, y'all see Clay made a response to Megan Thee Stallion.
Oh gosh.
I did. I
Hold
did.
up,
I
hold up.
did
You were the
see.
guy. You were the guy that last time said
I did,
it's not NBA news and shit.
I did.
I'm just
I did it for Donna. I did it for Donna.
He does like you, Donna, because I did it for you last week too.
I did it for Donna. I did it for Donna.
Like,
It's her birthday. It's her birthday.
Donna's
Today's her birthday. Today's Donna's birthday. Yep.
No, Friday was my birthday.
so
The first.
yeah, there you go. So yeah, he did make a response.
I saw that crap.
You don't believe him, Donna?
You think that's his real response?
I don't know. He reposted. It came from him.
what did he say? What was his response? What did you say? His
Free
response?
Tory.
Yeah, free Tory.
Oh, I did see. I did see
Yeah,
that.
he did. He did.
I
He
did
said
see
that.
Maybe he did say that. I don't know. I didn't see
Yeah.
it, but hey, if he did, he did. Fuck it.
I mean, no. The
Like
next day
for
she
real,
went out.
dude. Like for real.
The next day she went out. She was dating some other nigga.
I mean,
She was
they was
out
hanging
with
out.
her. She was out with her people, like her
Her people?
handlers.
That was not a handler.
Or
Or maybe he was. Or maybe he was a handler. Or maybe he was a handler.
No, that if it was a guy, because they were talking about her actually taking a drink out of a barmaid's chest.
Oh yeah, I saw that. When she
I
was-
mean, that don't mean
She
like
was
the
going
ball
out.
like a.
She's
That don't mean like
fluid.
a ball. Mm-hmm.
So
She's
yes,
liquid.
it does mean something. But the guy that I saw
You
her
said
with
you said
is
she's fluid.
somebody she be with all the time. It's
Oh, she's
like her
fluid.
stylist or her hairdresser. It's somebody, and
Mm-mm.
he's gay.
He's a
He didn't
fluid
look gay.
guy.
That guy didn't look gay. He didn't even have a gay outfit on.
No, but yeah, the guy.
Not all gay
He was
people
a
have
basketball
gay
game guy, right?
outfits.
Yeah, basketball game guy didn't look
Yeah,
gay.
yeah, yeah. He looked normal.
He looked normal. Mm-mm.
I think that was her one of her people.
He was
I
being
don't
normal
know.
that day, I guess. I
I
don't
don't
know.
That
know.
wasn't
It's
a
very
love
hard for
interest.
them. It's very hard for
No,
them
I
to just
saw
snap
what
to
you're
being
talking
normal.
about, and somebody said that was like either her hairstylist. It was
But
somebody on
I,
her team.
I
That's who
was
that
cruising.
was.
I was cruising the interwebs, and then I don't know how true it is. It says something to the effect of, "Hey, I'll be your girlfriend for 700 grand."
Mm.
So that's eventually what I guess they said. That's what started it.
Oh
I don't
Do
know.
you believe that?
I don't believe
no,
anything. I mean, this stuff's just
no.
entertaining.
Uh,
But
It's
then again,
definitely
if you got
entertaining though.
billions of dollars or millions of dollars, it's like,
You
yeah,
know what's
hey
entertaining?
man, you know.
You
What?
know what's entertaining? Ray J saying he slept with 12,500 women. That's fucking
Ah,
entertaining.
ah, wow.
Because I
Yeah.
don't believe not net. I
Well,
mean,
well,
don't get me
say
wrong.
well.
I
He
believe
just
he
said this.
did have sex
whatever it
with a
is,
lot of
what it is.
people, but 12,500, like you
So
working past Wilt Chamberlain records.
so I got a theory on that. Right. I got a theory on that. Right.
You
So first of all,
got
first
theory
of
on
all,
AJ.
and
Like
I
wow,
got a theory on that.
man,
I
you
do. I got a
wow.
theory. I got a theory on this. I
You
do.
got
I
What's
got a
your theory?
theory on
What's
this.
your
Right.
theory?
So first of all,
look at this.
his numbers, I gotta say, are skewed, right? Because he because apparently he takes any and everybody. He takes everything coming. Literally.
Yeah, you out of pocket.
So the numbers right there are automatically gonna double because you just play on both sides of the fence. So start right there, right?
You out of pocket.
So between that and I was saying to everybody earlier, right? So where my wife at? All right. So
You gotta make sure she's not in the
You
room.
said to
yeah,
everybody, but you
yeah,
weren't
right.
where she is.
Not,
Where she at?
not
She
like
Right.
probably
not
listening
like it's
on
not being recorded. She's
Facebook
so mad.
so
somewhere.
so so right. Body counts, right? It's a different it's a different thing. Like depending on how you count. Now again, that's a high number, right? That's a high number.
It could definitely be a
But
high number for a lot.
but depending on the circle that you're in, it can be achievable. And how
Yeah.
long are we talking about? How long have we talked about doing? Because again, I I've said on numerous occasions, right? At one time, I think like years ago, right? I did a rough count of myself, right? That was I even give it a date. This was like 2000, right? Like 2000 2001, right? I gave a rough count of roughly everything and I came up to 200. 200. So you look at the time from where I'm assuming where I started to where I was at when I counted. It's a lot of bodies, but then you got to look at it as like, what was I doing? You know what I mean? Like, where was I at and what was I doing? For me, I know I was on the road a lot. So when I was on the road, it was like different markets, different shit. Like I just had a ball. Some of them motherfuckers in an entertainment situation could be the same way. Like, yo, he's been in entertainment his whole life. His whole life. That's not it's not inconceivable to say that he's roughly close to that. And on top of that, ball play on both sides of the fence. That's a lot of bodies.
I think it would be more believable if he might have said around 5,000. Where was Wilt at?
20. Over 20, I think.
20,000?
Over 20.
20,000?
Yeah. That's
I
what Will
mean,
claim was.
but
And
like
that was but that look, that was the early look. That was what the 70s. 60,
Yeah.
70.
Yeah, but that
you
was
gotta-
all over.
let's
Sex
think,
was
let's
all
think
over the
about this.
place
Like
back then, like that.
Wilt Chamberlain was, I want to say, an extraordinary
What was a
physical
great
style,
basketball player.
right? You know what I mean? But if you just looked at him, you'll be like, damn, like he's different, right? Like, you know what I'm saying?
He's an
I can
So
believe. I can
overachiever.
believe. I I believe Wilt. I believe
that's
Wilt.
what
I
I'm
do
saying.
too.
I
I
Actually,
believe
believe Wilt.
Will.
I do too.
Yeah, I believe Wilt.
I don't know
I
why.
want to.
I
I want to.
can't
I want
believe
to.
Ray J.
I'm gonna have to go on a limb and say I believe Ray J. I believe Ray J. His numbers doubled when he said, "Yo, I like to play on both sides of the fence." His numbers automatically doubled. So if that was five,
Double?
right? It yo, it doubled. Bro, he
He's
said he
automatically
plays
got
on
double.
both sides of the fence.
Yeah,
So at this point, man, it got to double. It
Aren't
got
we
to
just
double.
We're just learning this though, right?
Well, what was
Yeah,
that?
but
Last week he was like, "Oh yeah, you
yeah,
started
man.
like
So
my
we don't.
old man out of
No, that's
pocket."
when
But
he admitted it.
and you
That's when
know
he
another
admitted it
reason
to
why I don't
everybody.
think I believe him because everything that he's saying lately, it's like is he doing it for attention?
Well, I
That's
Maybe,
mean,
so. Is
maybe
it
that's
real?
because
Is it really real?
well, I mean,
maybe that
maybe this is all figment of his imagination. But if you think it's five, I'm going to have to double that because again, he plays on both sides of the fence. You got to count those bodies. You got to
No, I'm
count them.
saying 5 on both sides of the fence.
Oh no.
Oh no,
No?
Sometimes it's
you would
less
you have to
drugs.
double it.
Sometimes it's
He only want to talk
sometimes
about
it's
the one
less
side.
drugs and more meds.
Yeah. Yeah. But until we figure that part out, yeah, I'm going to give him that because he plays on both sides of the fence, man. He got a lot of bodies on him, man. He don't know what he wants to do. He's fluid. He's fluid.
Pause.
Yeah, like literally.
Wow.
Yo, he was on Cam Joint. He was so comfortable in saying that, man. Nah, it's just no. No, I'm
I
cool.
don't know. I just feel like
I'm
he
cool.
says stuff for shock value
And
nowadays.
maybe so, but you got to watch what you say for shock, man. Like I just
No,
you know.
yeah, he's
So
definitely
yeah, I'm gonna give him that number, man, because you doing too much. You're doing too much.
definitely doing too much.
Yeah. Now maybe what he need to do is break the stats down, and then I wouldn't say half. I would say, all right,
I don't need no nut from Ray J.
I mean, I really don't. I don't. Ray J can't tell me nothing
Ray J, I'm cool.
that
I
but
wish his ass would go away.
but yeah,
Yeah.
but
Ray J
again,
that on my timeline.
yeah.
I'm cool with that.
So
Thanks.
what else we got to talk about, y'all? What else? What else is going on?
Did y'all hear about? I know we didn't talk about this, but y'all hear about the guy with the Chick-fil-A $80,000
No.
or it was something like that.
Oh yeah,
he was returning macaroni and cheese and refunding it somehow, and it was $80,000 worth.
He did about 80 grand in refunds.
Yeah,
on mac and cheese.
Right.
First of all, I'm mad because I'm gonna tell you why.
This doesn't make any sense.
Because first of all,
I
I
guess
like
he worked the
mac and
register
cheese.
and cashed it out to like his debit card or something. However that go. But he found an infinite money loop.
Yeah,
Couldn't have been too infinite.
that.
Somebody caught him. Somebody must have caught him.
Well, that would be obvious. Like, damn.
I wonder how did he get away with 80 grand to begin with? Like,
it had
why
to be
didn't
over
they
a
catch his
period of
ass
time.
sooner?
Most likely it was a loophole, and he exploited it too much. Somebody got wise to it, and then the rest they just let it just ride up to a certain number, and then they
they found him, but
like they did at Great Adventure Workers.
Hey, I remember back in the day, this girl, maybe it gives a comment because I didn't really work in high school, work in a fast food in high school. But I knew a girl in high school.
I've never worked fast food.
No, I haven't.
I had one fast food job ever in my life, but that's another story. But this girl who she worked for a McDonald's. I ain't gonna shout her out. Hell, I ain't gonna put up.
Damn, she don't even get the shout out.
Fuck it. Shout out Zena Smith. Shout out Zena Smith. This shit. If she ever tunes into this, she knows I'm talking about her.
There you go.
I mean, so check it out. She used to work at this McDonald's and shit, And what she used to do is like when you come into McDonald's, say for instance, you order 2 Big Macs, fucking large fry, Coke, whatever and shit. Say for instance the meal was fucking 22.47 or some shit like that. She'd round it up to like a dollar amount and shit, like an even dollar amount, so that she can like basically like take the cash and shit directly and shit and not have to input the cash into the system and shit. So basically they would get a free meal at the end of the day. So she pocket the cash, they get the free meal, number of shit. So they would have
everybody's happy.
She would have to give them change at the end of the day. She would have to input it into the register. If it was fucking $35 shit, somebody just give you fucking $35 shit.
Damn, she was able to cross the gray area.
Yeah.
For at least for a little while, because apparently somebody must have caught on.
Yeah, they've always been bucking the. All that to say that was the 80s and shit. So
shout out to everybody who used to give me free fries. Like
we had a lot of people that worked there.
Shout out to everybody when we were kids that worked at McDonald's on Garfield. What was it on?
Beverly Rand Cocos Road and Garfield Drive.
I don't even know how that McDonald's even made money.
So many people that worked.
I don't even know how they made money. It was so I remember. Shout out Damon Harley. I'm gonna do this right now, right? Because he's probably gonna get mad, right? So I remember Damon Harley and Jermaine used to work there.
I don't remember Damon working there. I remember Jermaine.
Or maybe it was just Jermaine. Maybe no, you know what? You're right. It was just Jermaine. But anyway, right? We used to go through there, right? Through this McDonald's. I don't know how he used to give away at least $20 to $30 worth of fucking McDonald's. I have no idea.
Oh man, let me tell you, bro.
Yeah, I didn't get that.
Rest in peace to my man Bird.
Man, listen.
But you know what? I wasn't up there a lot of times when he would work, but I remember going in there one time and one of our peoples was behind the counter cooking, and he was like, "Yo, I can hook you up. You want some extra pickles on your sandwich?"
Pickles on the extra on
I had to go get the extra pickles. Look at that.
You know, here's the crazy part. Donna took them extra pickles. Donna took
the extra pickle.
I don't like pickles.
Donna took the extra pickles. She said, "All right,
you like pickles."
No, but he was joking around. He was a clown, but that was his way of trying to hook you up because he couldn't do nothing on the register.
Oh man, yo, man, I had
not when Jermaine was there. Jermaine used to give us all type of shit.
Rest in peace to my man Bird. My man Bird.
He don't work there no more. He be all right.
Remember Roy Rogers? They got one right now.
It's a new one. It's on Cherry Hill.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't been to that yet.
Yeah, it's in the cut. It's over there by First Take and all that. It's like when they
for real.
Yeah. So I had a boy who worked at a Roy Rogers and shit, and I guess he was a cook there, but the manager was an Asian John and shit. He was fucking with the Asian John and shit. So he like used to take a car and all types of shit like that. But we shout out to him because we used to go there and shit and get like I used to take home like bags of French fries and chicken nuggets and them goddamn cheese danishes they used to have and shit. I used to take bags of that shit to my crib and shit. I had that shit in the freezer so I could like cook that shit at home. Bro, we used to pillage the fucking fast food system.
Yo, God rest his soul. Remember Will Carroll? Shout out Will Carroll. Used to be my friend, man. Yo, listen, it was a Burger King that opened up right up the street from my house, man. When I tell you, Will used to take all type of shit out of there, right? That's when I realized. I was like, he was like, yo, that was funny. He used to tell me all the secrets about how they used to make Burger King. I was like, dog, I don't need to know this shit. I don't want to know that this really ain't flame, bro. And you're just throwing it on a fucking skillet.
Got lines and
shit. Them lines is painted on there. I don't give a fuck about that. Like, what the fuck is she talking about?
Out of pocket.
Yo, I remember he stole a whole box of meat, man. Like for real. Like, yo, it was because they come back in the day, it was like a bunch of it was a bunch of, the patties, I'm assuming, came in a frozen box.
Okay.
I don't know how he did it, but he went and stole a whole box of fucking Burger King patties. This nigga had Burger King patties for fucking ever.
That's what, man. That's what I'm saying, man. We used to pillage, like, because my boy worked at Roy Rogers and was messing with the manager. We used to rape and pillage McDonald's. I used to have mad French fries and chicken nuggets, cheese danishes, man. Like this fast food system, we used to get that. You know what I'm saying? That was, but you know, my man got eight. Now you taking 80 grand off the off the digital side. So that's that. Hey, man.
I never could get with. I don't knock.
I had one fast food job. I used to work in what was it called? Hardee's.
Oh yeah, I used to like the hamburgers and stuff. They used to have.
Yeah, I lived in Greenville, South Carolina when I for one point in time and shit. And it was like, Hardee's. I had, like, you know, I needed a quick gig and shit. I mean, when I moved down there, so I worked in Hardee's for like about 3-4 months.
I think I had the closest I had to a fast food job was 2 times. One was in high school when I worked at Great Adventure for like the training session. Remember Donna used to see you through a training session? I don't even know if you worked up there.
Donna didn't work at Great Adventure.
Oh yeah, so like at one time, like when we was in Willenboro, we used to all be able to get jobs. You could just get a job up in South Jersey, and it was sweet because it'd be a bus there. You can take the bus there, they drop you back off. But anyway, right? So I think I needed some extra money for the prom, so I decided to go get this job up at fucking Great Adventure. I thought I was gonna get one of the cool jobs, right? Like the rides and shit, because I kept hearing about everybody stealing and taking money and shit like that. Games and stuff like that, right? So I get in there and they stick me in the fucking Yum Yum Palace. Now, back then it was called the Yum Yum Palace. I think it's called something else now. Whatever it is, it's just fast food. I stayed there for like a weekend. I quit. And I think that was I think I was, it was like 1 weekend. And I think the next job I think I applied for, but I never showed up was, remember the KFC up on Route 130?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I applied for that. Remember the twins, the Kyle Lanier, them twins. They went and got me a job and everything. I went, they gave me a uniform.
Giving everybody home name, don't you?
They'll be all right. They'll be all right. They'll be all right. They'll be all right. We in our 50s. What the fuck you hiding for, man? You'll be all right. So we get in there and they gave me the uniform and everything, man. I get that uniform. I looked at that and I looked, and then I looked at what I was about to do. I said, yeah, this ain't for me. I think my dad still got the uniform like stuck in some fucking old shit that.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Nah, my siblings worked in fast food. They used to tease me. They said I was too good to work in fast food. So, like, my first job was this clothing store, and he says I wasn't even old enough to work the register.
And he says,
"Yo, I'm gonna be honest with y'all.
I was like,
that's funny."
I've only had, like, I want to say in my whole adult career, my whole adult life, I think I've only had like 3 real jobs.
Donna was probably like closer to like one of them city blue girls and shit.
She's not a city.
No, not even. Like I said, I worked in Annie Says. I was 15, so I wasn't able to work the register, but I did get my gold jewelry. I came right over to Philly and got my jewels. Got my earrings, because that's all I was really trying to work for was earrings and shit like that, clothes for school. And then my dad made me quit by the time school started, so that was it.
Right.
Yeah, that was pretty much. I don't think I worked on a like school year. I just only worked on the summer, like when I was in high school. Who knows? That was a gazillion years ago, man. That was when gas was fucking 76 cents a gallon. So, shit. Yeah, right.
Ever since I was able to have like working papers, as a kid at least, and shit, like, I was getting a job. I went and got because I like sneakers, so I like basketball stuff. I had to buy basketball.
Yeah.
Now I wasn't a lazy kid. Like I'll go and cut grass and shovel snow. Like on those days.
I was lazy. I sat in the house.
No, like those days, like I don't understand kids. That's gonna sound like some old shit. I don't understand kids like when like on snow days. Like I might hate it getting up to go to school, but I promise you, let me see that we getting like 6 to 8 inches of snow. Oh, I'm up like 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning knocking on people's door. Yeah. Yo, like, but I promise you though, by the time I get home, I have like for me, you a kid, you have like $150, $200. You done knocked out a bunch of houses, and I figured out once I could go by myself and knock this shit out myself, yeah, I can keep all the money for myself. I'm good.
Yeah, I wasn't that ambitious. I'd be outside helping my dad do ours, but that's it.
No, I went at 14 when I was able to legally go down the fucking city, not what city hall, Spring Garden at the time and shit. Had to go down Spring Garden, sign up for your working papers. I got those motherfuckers, and there was a neighborhood cricket club, Germantown Cricket Club. It was in my neighborhood.
Wow.
And I went there and I applied for a job to be a dishwasher. And I fucking washed dishes and stole ice cream out of the goddamn cricket club.
Yo.
That's like being like a country club, John. I know what you're talking
right,
about.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I worked there. That was literally my first gig, the Germantown Cricket Club, doing dishes. Fucking in there at 14. Hell yeah. Then I fucking, I don't know. I worked at sneaker stores. I worked at sneaker stores for a couple years, like like kind of. Like not like a chain, not like
no, I don't even say
that. Independent sneaker stores and shit. Like you can have like a
like a little mom and pop joint, like a little
mom and pop sneaker store. Yeah. Shit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I mean, but that's where you got your sneakers from. Like if you
here's the crazy part,
you
right?
want to get cool shit, you get those spots and shit.
Those would be the exclusive joints there.
I work for Models, and a lot of times people would come in there and they'd be like, "Oh, I want them sneakers. Y'all got them sneakers here?" And I'd be like, "Nope."
No, exactly.
Because I was ordering my sneakers off of East Bay, so I'd have
it's shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
hell yeah. East Bay magazine days.
Yep, East Bay. I live by East Bay, y'all.
See, did you play a sport?
No,
you didn't. Oh, so you were just checking. See you see culture vulture. I'm a culture vulture. Yes, because you was on eBay.
But I like all sneakers. I like basketball sneakers. I like track sneakers. I like tennis sneakers. I like all sneakers.
See how he turned on you real quick? See how he turned? See how he turned on you real quick? Turned right on you like a rattlesnake. Look at it. Turned right on you.
East Bay was for the athletes. You know what I'm saying? East
Bay had all the hot.
First of all, Donna.
The only way you're supposed to know about
First of all, check him, Donna. Tell him you was a track manager. Donna, you was a track manager. Donna, check this nigga. Check him. All right. First of all, tell him you was a track manager. You was a basketball manager. You was a football manager. You had to be in tune. Yeah.
Well, see that. Well, here you go. But here you go. But if you
check this nigga,
no, you know what it was? Because like my brother,
that's how you went tune though. That's how you went tune with it though.
They tried to bribe me to play basketball. Now my whole thing is, I didn't want to play basketball. Like just because I'm tall, I gotta play basketball. Like no, the fuck. I want to do what I want to do.
I was around. Donna wanted to be cute. She was in full
Dominican Dynamo.
Yeah, she was in Dominican. She was in Dominican Dynamo.
That's not what
she didn't even want to change her clothes in gym. Stop lying.
And it's not.
She didn't want to do that. Look, she didn't want to change her clothes.
No sweat.
She was. She did. She was one of them chicks. Man. She
I didn't sweat.
What I tell you?
I didn't sweat out my hair, my stacks.
Yo, you know what? I'm gonna pull up an old picture of Donna and her stacks one day.
I've seen a picture of
an
old back.
It was probably on Instagram.
We had. It was something I don't know.
I did post a picture with my flyaways with my earrings.
Yeah.
My big Nefertiti ring.
Donna out of pocket.
So I'm gonna tell y'all. So I'm gonna tell y'all what Donna was back in high school, right? Donna was a girl, but she was a tomboy, right? So Donna didn't wear skirts. The only time Donna wore a skirt was like dress up day, right? And
I know, you know what? If I did wear a skirt, I had bikers on underneath because I had to hop the fence.
Let's put it this way. Just because I'm gonna tell y'all, Donna just didn't. She just wasn't her twist. It wasn't her twist. Now you'll have her in a pair of sneaks. She'll have a sweatsuit on. She'll have a sweatsuit on. She'll have on. She wasn't a tight girl. She wasn't a bunch of tights and shit like that. That wasn't her.
Well, that wasn't our time.
Yeah.
Like I mean, we did bikers like eighth grade.
Yeah.
That was the
She had
Spike Lee.
the neon socks.
Back,
Now,
Yeah,
now
well,
my
that was
now
that
now
was
my
back
wife
younger.
then,
now my wife she was
you can have
she was
a
a little
cute girl that
fast
you can
ass in
dress
high school.
similar to at this
She
point in
was
time.
she was a little fast ass.
Back
She's a little
back then,
fast
you could have
ass.
a cute girl that you can dress alike with.
Yeah, and
You
that's
both
what it
could
was.
basically wear identical clothes and shit.
Yeah.
And that was some shit. That was some shit you could like a girl that you can dress up like you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Like,
but
that
yeah,
was
no.
shit.
But that's what Donna was. Donna was that type of girl. She had the big
I
hoop
caught a
earrings.
lot of flack
Yeah.
for shopping in the men's
Yeah.
department
Yeah. Like Donna gonna wear
because
a
they
pair of
be like,
jeans
"You
on you.
taking the damn sizes."
Yeah.
No, but I mean,
Yeah.
if you were involved in like sports or you were around like the athletes and shit like that, then that explains why you were too East Bay
No,
Magnet.
you know what? My brother made me that way. My brother was an athlete. He played baseball, basketball, and football,
Right.
but he was into sneakers and sweatsuits. And as I came up, because I'm a lot younger than him, I liked it too. So when I started liking it, he started buying it for me because he was an
Yeah.
adult by then. By the time I was coming through,
Yeah, so
Wow.
I gotta give her a prop. She's always been like this. She's not a girly girl. Like now, Donna's a girly girl. She's like, I really like these in my hair and blah blah blah. Yeah,
Yeah, you got a
yeah.
pie. Oh, yeah.
But back then,
you heard that, right?
yeah,
I
yeah,
told you this is getting weird now. Now that
yeah,
I'm
man.
saying like
That's all. That's
it's all
all.
getting
But
weird
it's,
now. Like, okay, I
Nah,
understand.
it's
so
not weird.
I gotta I got it. So I want to switch this right. So I meant to bring this up a while back, right? And I guess it comes at a perfect time, a perfect moment. Um, Michael Jackson. First of all, I want to shout out, MJ, the movie.
Yeah.
I didn't go watch it. And I think I'm not gonna watch it until it comes on my favorite streaming app. Yeah, I'm not gonna sit in the movies and watch that. It's not like the Avengers or some shit like that. I'm not doing that. But yeah, I want to talk about that. What I really want to talk about is the family itself. So apparently, right? So and I didn't know this. I did not know this. Hold up, let me pull this up so this way I could be accurate. So I did not know a couple of things. So apparently Jermaine and Randy share the same baby mama. We're gonna call her baby
Hmm.
mama. Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So
You didn't know that?
so yeah, I did not know that. I did not know that. In fact, so it reads Jermaine Jackson's married to, so I'm probably gonna fuck this name up, Alejandra Genevieve Oziaze, something. In 1995, who was previously the long-term partner of his younger brother Randy Jackson.
Yeah, that's probably
Alejandra, huh?
I'm sorry, go ahead, finish.
And so Alejandra and Randy had two children together before their relationship ended, after which she had two more children, Jafar and Your
Your
Majesty.
Majesty.
Yeah, with Jermaine, making the children both first cousins and half siblings. Now,
That's
um,
twisted shit.
so I
Yeah,
bring
yeah,
that up.
that was a split. That's what kind of was a split in the family. You know that I mean if you know old enough to remember that shit. But yeah,
I'm not.
that was one of the reasons why they weren't fucking with each other and shit. You couldn't get the
So
Jacksons back together because that shit.
oh, because of that. See, so I didn't really know why they could. I just thought that at the end of the day, it was just some family shit. They just you couldn't see eye to
Like, how
eye.
you
Like
gonna wife your brother's baby moms?
And I think that was like on some secret tip too. Like,
That's
you know,
crazy.
that's
so,
crazy.
but wait a
Yeah.
minute, but who's at fault? Him or the woman? Because the woman allowed it. She had two kids with this man.
That's
She
your
had to go
brother.
get
Well,
her
as
another
a
drink.
sibling, your hands should be off, regardless of what the relationship is. That's your nephew's mom.
Like think about it. Like think about that conversation when you go to the
I would
family
never
reunion.
date somebody that dated my sister.
Let alone have recreate with them. Like I just feel like that's just
Well,
some
he
weird
married.
shit, man. Huh?
Jermaine married her. Randy didn't. I don't think Randy was married to her. She was just the baby mom.
Well, I
They
feel
lived
like this.
together.
I feel like this. First of all, let me start with this with Jermaine. I think Jermaine's like the weirdest one out of all of niggas. He's the weirdest one. And before I thought Latoya was, but nah, he's
She
like the
is too.
weirdest.
She
No, no,
is.
she's like a hot second. She is. She's a hot second. And I think the rest of them are pretty cool. I think Reby and Tito, all of them, I think they all cool. Huh?
Jackie.
And Jackie, yeah, Jackie, cool. Jackie had his issues, but at the end of the day, Jackie was cool. He just, but it was just funny to me, man, because I'm looking at this and I'm like, damn. So you telling me your cousin is also your half brother or sister? What? And from what I understand,
think Brandy
which
has
one?
a girl and a boy, and Jermaine has 2 boys.
And which one's in the movie? Which one's playing Michael? One of them playing Michael.
Jafar. Jermaine's son.
Okay.
Oh,
which looks just like Michael. Like those genes are strong.
Yeah, them Jackson genes are very strong.
Yeah, man. So, but yeah, it's just I seen that. I thought that was interesting. I didn't know. That was something I knew. I didn't know.
Shout out Papa Joe, yo.
Yeah, shout out
Papa Joe. You got to shout out Joe Jackson. Give him the shout out. Ain't nobody got the shout out button. What's going on?
I don't know. I don't think Lars.
Somebody's busy rolling the blunt. That's why it's shout out.
Actually, so I don't have the shout out button over here. That was Nard. Nard had the.
Can y'all hear that?
No, we cannot hear
you
that.
You had the bombs.
There you go. There you go. There's some hand claps for Joe. All right. Hand claps for Joe.
So Joe gotta get something, yo.
Yeah, look, I just gave Joe a hand clap.
Yo, shit.
Why are you giving Joe hand claps?
Are you kidding me? Look how far his genes have traveled.
Y'all hear
he
that?
done brought Michael back again.
Yo,
shout out ain't coming through.
No,
I guess the universe is saying he doesn't need shout out. I gave him hand claps.
Shout out. That's disrespectful. See, there we go. He get hand claps.
Stephanie don't like when I talk.
No, he gives props for putting it all together. I'll give him that.
Does he?
Hold up. He had to do some fucking first.
Does he?
He did the fucking first. He did some fucking.
Wait. So wait a minute.
Then he implemented a plan.
So if it wasn't for Joe, so basically what you said is, if it wasn't for Joe,
shout out
the way
Joe.
he treated those children, they wouldn't be where they are today.
Shout out Papa.
No,
Joe.
I'm talking about just organizing them as a group.
Oh, okay.
He literally organized.
I don't agree with the way he treated them.
Okay.
But just organizing them as a group.
Come on, man.
He can't be no genius. Can we put him as a genius? No.
Mad evil genius. Mad genius. Not even evil.
Sport thinks did. Sport thinks did.
Brilliant.
Genius.
But you have to understand. The funny thing is, here you go. That was a thing. Like to have a family group.
Yeah, the Partridge family.
You groomed, you know what I'm saying? You groomed families like that at one point in time in history. Like that was
because they needed to work the land.
You know what I'm saying? Like you were groomed in a musical tradition and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that.
It was like if that was the family business, then you took.
But you got the DeBarges also. Like their mom was classically trained,
right?
But their dad treated them like shit. He molested them. He beat
them.
He
kids. What are you doing? What you molested them kids?
Are you serious right now?
I didn't know he molested them.
Well, that's what they.
I ain't digging all that.
I have a great DeBarge.
I saw. Did you see the old lady?
Assaulted Bunny and Bobby.
Oh, the girl.
No, not just
the
girl.
You talking about the
Bobby from Switch? The oldest.
Oh, you talking about her?
Yeah.
How did Bobby from Switch get into this?
Read up on it.
Joe's a fucking animal. That's crazy. I think Joe was such a fucking animal.
Joe more props because Joe didn't sexually assault his kids, where their dad did. There was
you mean the Switch kids?
He just.
I thought you were talking about Joe Jackson.
No, he's talking about. She's talking about DeBarge.
DeBarge.
Oh, the DeBarge is fucked up. I know the DeBarge is fucked up. I know all about that shit.
There's 9 of them too.
But I'm just saying. Hold on.
There is something with Joe.
Hold on. Let's take it. So let's make sure we take the smut off Joe Jackson's name.
No, there is some dirt on Joe, and it's like one of their cousins.
Joe Jackson ain't touched them kids.
Oh, for real?
Hold on. Let me see if I can find.
Can I can I tell my DeBarge story? How Brock fucked me out my El DeBarge interview.
Oh
Can I say
shit, what
that?
happened? Yeah, let
That
me hear.
and I'm dropping his name. I said that. Look. Yeah, I'm dropping his name. Fucking Brock, man. Fuck my interview up, man.
He don't get a
So
shot. He got a bomb. That's
yeah, he
crazy.
got a bomb. That's how I get. Look,
He
yup.
might
And
be
that's
watching this too because he
he
does watch.
might be. He does watch, and he does follow, man. So yeah. So this was early Batcave days, right? So
Excuse me.
Oh yeah.
yeah, so Brock comes through and he says, "Yo, I got somebody in town." I said, "Who?" He says, "El DeBarge." I said, "El DeBarge." I said, "No, you don't, right?" Brock says, "Yes, I do. It's a Saturday afternoon, right?" Sure enough, El DeBarge come walk through the door, right? Fuck me up, right? First, I didn't realize he's a little motherfucker, right? I said, "Oh, you was a little
Is he?
motherfucker, right?" Yeah, he a little
Yeah.
motherfucker. Yeah, I,
Oh, short
compared to
dude.
me, yeah, compared to me, he's
I
tiny.
think he
Like he's
five
just,
three. Like he
yeah,
like
he's
he
not.
like little.
No.
No,
Is he? No, he's not that little.
no, he about
5'6".
5'5", 5'6". Like
Is he?
Yeah, he a little dude.
yeah.
Oh
Like
He
wow.
about a little bit taller than Stephanie, and Stephanie ain't that tall. Like, but he's about a little bit taller than
Oh
Stephanie.
wow.
So little thin
Know
guy,
that.
right? So cool as shit, right? So Elder Barge come in, man. Same voice, same, soft little deep voice. We talking and everything. So uh it was something he needed to do, right? He wanted to do like a hook or some shit like that. I forget who brought him in fucking town. It'll come to me in a minute. But anyway, right? Shadow. Shout out Shadow. Shadow had him come in town, right? It was a rep at the time. So he comes in, we do the hook, and I told Elder Barge, I said, listen, I got a hip hop show at 12 o'clock, but I would love for you to fucking come on. Like fucking Elder Bars. We're gonna talk about everything. So
Right.
first of all, I'm gonna tell you uh what I realized, and I didn't know this prior to this. I didn't know that Elder Bars had a fucking drinking problem. I did not know that. That man came in there,
He got
man.
more than had more than a drinking problem.
That man came in there, man, and that man said, so we all smoking, right? Because I'm a smoker, right? So he said, yeah, I gotta get loose. He got in the booth for a little bit. He couldn't hit what he needed to hit. And so to notice something like that, he's like, I'm just not in the right frame of mind. I remember it's like it's yesterday. So I was like, yo, we got this. Of course, me, got this smoke. You know what I mean? I don't,
we get you
me.
right.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know if you might use top papers, you know what I mean, zigzags, He said, nah, I don't even do that. He said, you ain't got nothing like, some like a hit, like a drink or some shit like that. I said, no, but you need a liquor store. Yeah, he said, yeah. I said, what you want, right? Because it's Elder Barge. Fuck it, I'm gonna get it, right? He goes, and so I think I sent George to the store, go get fucking big bottle of Belvy, right? So this bull knocked it. He didn't even need a glass.
He
Oh
just
wang.
straight down.
Oh wang. He got in there, did his fucking hook, right? Or whatever he needed to do. So did right. I say again, I was like, yo, you gotta come up. He says, yeah, that's not a problem, not a problem. I said, Brock, make sure you do this, right? Brock says, I got you, right? 12 o'clock, come up. I'm shouting out Elder Barge is coming to there, man. I got to surprise everybody, man. Blah, blah, blah. I remember it. Next thing you know, I get a text. Yeah, he's not coming. I'll tell you later. I said, you tell me later. Yeah. I get the Brock. And I think I find out, like, I see Brock on Monday. Brock tells me it's basically some shit that I think Brock wanted. I don't know whatever this fucking horse trade it was or whatever it was, but whatever it is, it fucked me out my interview, man. Fucked me
Oh,
out my interview, man. And I was upset. That was the last time I seen Elder Barge, man. It was.
I remember that hook. That was for a 50 Cent song or something like that, I
It
think.
was with some shit like that. But it was real crazy because I was like, man, I had a bunch of questions. I was like, because my aunt was fucking in love. Shout out my aunt Annie, man. I know this ain't gonna
Everybody
tear.
was in the
This ain't
80s.
gonna
It
tear.
was all about the
It
light and
was it
curly.
was two motherfuckers my aunt loved. Elder Barge and Billy D. Williams. It was two pictures she had at her desk. I see
That's some old school shit.
yeah.
Billy
And
D.
Yo, she cut the one. It's the one with Billy D where he got like a tan jacket on. You know, he got a little taco meat showing off out his shirt, man. You know, and some slacks. You know what I mean? And yeah. It was Billy D at Elder Barge with the blowout. She like Elder Barge the blowout. She like that motherfucker. Yeah. Rhythm of the night, Elder Barge. That's
Yeah,
what she like. She
I had like Switch records in my catalog. Switch,
yeah.
the older groups and shit, the brothers and shit. That was
Oh
that
yeah,
shit.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That was in my
But that was their oldest brother Bobby,
yeah.
along
That was
with
a
James Ingram's brother
Okay. There you go.
was in that group.
There go Elder Barge. Shout out Elder Barge, man. Shout out Brock, man. Brock, you fucking owe me, Brock. You do. You owe me. Make that happen. I know Brock is tired of me, man. I talk shit about Brock all the time. I know he tired of me, man. So, all right, y'all. I think what else did we have to hit, man? What else? What else did we? Are we missing something there, man?
No, I think we
Um,
got enough.
The only other
Detroit
thing.
up by 18 at the end of the third.
That's painful.
uh,
Almost. Well, wait a minute.
Oh
Almost.
no, the only other thing we was going to talk about was the Spirit Airlines.
oh
Closing down
yeah,
on everybody like
oh
out
yeah.
of nowhere.
So, I don't think it was out of nowhere. It
Well,
wasn't out
no,
of
maybe
nowhere.
not out
So
of nowhere, but that the closure happened like in the middle of people
no,
flying. Like,
well, no. See, so yeah, I do get that. So, for what I understand, what I was seeing on the news, it was already saying that Spirit was shutting down. They
yeah,
was
they were
closing and things
shutting
like that.
down. But how do
So,
you shut down when you got flights still going?
They were
so I,
still
I
trying to get that Hail Mary going on.
yeah,
You know, they was trying to get that
like the
that
fourth
last
quarter,
play.
yeah, and it and
You
it,
know,
and
the
it didn't work.
government come save them or something like that.
Well,
You
you
know,
should still finish out whatever you sold for, and then just don't take any more on.
yeah, well,
But
that
now
was
the problem
ridiculous.
is, I think the
You
problem
leaving
is you
people
gotta look.
SOL.
Well,
Like,
you gotta look at it like how far people can book in advance for flights. You can book out, a year if it's available.
no, yeah, you can, but you gonna
So
take somebody to an island and not have a return flight? Like, that's crazy. And
now
you're
I
not
get
even gonna
so
help
what
them
was the
get a
what was the
flight to get
conversation?
home.
So what was the compensation, the trade off? So let's say if I bought a Spirit airline ticket and I took one to LA and I woke up and my return flight, I woke up, I realized this airline doesn't exist anymore. What was the
You
Only,
get a
constellation? Does
refund.
anybody know?
You get a
only if you
refund
had
for your
credit
flight.
card purchases, you get a
Yeah.
refund.
If you had a credit card purchase, you get a refund for your flight. Uh,
Okay.
non-credit cards, I think you're kind of just SOL
You're gonna
until
have
you
to
get.
be in that class action to get
Yeah,
You
whatever's.
gotta be
You know
okay.
what I mean?
Okay.
but they're not helping you find a flight to get
But I
home.
had to go, but I
You
have to
gotta
get
find
but
your
I gotta
own
find
shit.
another flight. So in other words,
Yeah,
so if I bought it with my credit card, then I'll get refund from my credit card company.
Yeah,
All
your
right, that's
credit
that's
right.
card,
cool.
credit card comes
But
take care of you.
but that doesn't help me getting the fuck back home.
No,
Nope.
not paying for it, not looking for it, nothing. You're just shit out of luck.
When's the last time I fucking flew Spirit?
I've never
Shit.
flown Spirit,
No,
but I know a lot of
I
people
flown
that did.
Spirit. I flown Spirit. Was it?
Nope.
You never flown
Uh,
Spirit?
Nope.
Yeah,
I
I
no,
only know the
I
ones
flow I flow.
that
I
have
used to fly
been here.
Spirit when
I
it
don't know
first came
where.
out. Well, not when it first got popular, because it was out. I think prior before us.
I've done
Us
Frontier. I've never done Spirit.
I fly.
I know Frontier was out of Newark
Oh, I know when I did
back
Spirit.
in the
I know when
day.
I did
I don't
last time I
know.
did Spirit was I met you out on tour. I went out to flew out to Memphis.
Memphis.
I was out in Memphis. I flew out on Spirit. And believe it or not, that was an all right flight. Cause prior to that, I used to remember Spirit. Those are always the airlines where I kept seeing motherfuckers uh uh catch catch, catch kept catching fades on there. Like I every
Really?
time. Yeah. What? I
Hmm.
used to always
Fight,
know that. Yeah,
fighting
it
on
was
spirit for no
always fighting
reason.
on for no reason. In
I
the
didn't know
air,
that.
at the gate, everything. It was always at Spirit Airlines. So I was like, yeah, no. And
Oh,
then
that's funny.
again, I flew last time I flew it, I was going to Memphis and that one wasn't bad. The only thing I didn't like was you always gotta with Spirit, you gotta say you gotta like log on the day before. No, it's a winter coat, right? Oh, all right. All right. I'm sorry, Stephanie and them are leaving and going take pictures, something like that. So so yeah, anyway, I'm just my bad.
Unscripted.
It's unscripted, that's what it is. So yeah,
Podcast.
so yeah, I feel bad for y'all. Hopefully people didn't get stuck too bad and they were able to catch their flight. I'd have been fucking heated. I would have.
Yeah, I would have been too.
But I heard our president was trying to buy Spirit Airlines. That's what I heard.
Oh, I don't know about that. I
Yeah,
just know he was trying to bail him. Well, they were trying to get him to bail him out.
yeah, yeah. That wasn't gonna work. That wasn't gonna work.
Nah,
So,
wrong
uh,
president.
yeah. Well, don't forget everybody to subscribe to our Twitch channel, Unscripted RX. I'm gonna put the banner back up. Here we go. Banners, banners.
Oh, and don't forget,
What's
Far
up?
Sides at the City Winery on Thursday.
Right.
Here we are. It's here.
It
We've been
is here.
talking about it for
Yep.
like a month now.
Yep. So I gotta make so here's the funny part, right? I just realized that I was supposed to be going to that show, but also too I was uh just invited to, and I think Spoil, you're gonna meet me out there. Uh Set Freeze, oh man, I got it right my fucking front of my forehead. But he's having an event out at his spot out in Brooklyn. So
Compound.
yeah, at the compound. Shout out Set Free in the
Shout
compound.
out, shout out.
Yep.
Shout out button. Shout out.
There you go.
Shout out, shout
No,
out.
we gotta fix that next week, man. Because I don't like how my man feeling over there, man. We gotta get the
Yeah,
shout
let's
out button.
disrespect
there,
the
man.
shout out.
Y'all can't
Yes,
hear the
sir.
shout out button?
We cannot hear it, dog.
Yo,
No,
I hear that shit loud and clear.
but we don't hear it over here, man.
No.
Why
Yeah.
not?
So but definitely so I gotta figure it out on how I'm gonna do both. We'll show you so we'll figure it out soon. So we also got some other stuff coming up. Locks is showing up too at the Leocore, right?
May 16th, the Locks, Redman, Man.
Always a great show. Always a great show.
Yes, definitely. And don't forget, Jay-Z and Erica Badu headlining the Roots Picnic.
Yeah, you know Storm performing up there too.
Countdown. We are
Yeah.
in our countdown.
Yeah, yeah. It's about to be Hove Mania all
I'm
over again.
excited. I'm not even excited because I've seen Jay-Z a lot of times, so that's always special. But I'm just even excited to see like some of the undercard, like Kehlani, Ti, Brandy. I've never seen them in the show. I wanted to see
No.
Brandy when she was touring, but
Okay.
I'm not a huge fan.
Are you a
of
Brandy
Monica.
fan?
Shout
Yeah.
out.
I heard that.
Oh,
Right?
there it is. There it is.
I just
There
was
it is.
like, how the hell is it working? All right.
Look, you got a shout
That's
out
what
button.
that
on the
was.
left.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Yeah,
That was loud.
there it is. Look, now Norris back in the building. There he is. You got
Very
his
loud
sound
though.
effect
It's
there.
loud though. It's
But
loud.
yeah, a
But
lot of
But
the,
it's
the,
there,
the
bro.
undercard
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing also.
Right.
And I always wanted to see Erica Badu, so that's
Jeff is spinning for two.
Yeah, and that's right.
Both
Jeff
days.
is spinning. He's doing both days. Nice, nice. So I just
I like to watch Jeff spin.
yeah, it's a very great show. I just so funny. I just seen Erica Badu in Brooklyn about a few months ago. Good show, good show.
I've always heard that.
Yeah,
Heard
very
that.
good shows. Different. I'm not sure you're going to get the same. Well, I mean, it's Erica Badu, so you're probably going to get the same.
You're gonna
type of
get
vibe.
it.
Yeah.
You're
Not, but
definitely-
because her stage presence is huge. Excuse me. Yeah, her stage show is huge, man. Like super huge.
Mhm.
And and it keeps you entertained the whole time. So,
I'm sure.
yeah, it's so funny. I didn't realize because again, I don't listen to Erica Badu on the regular, but again, when you get into these shows, you start realizing, oh yeah, I forgot about that. Oh yeah, yep. So, yeah, shout out Erica Badu. Yeah, so I'm excited. You know what? And I told myself this year that I'm going to start looking at some of these acts instead of just not paying attention. A lot of times I get distracted, and I wind up not watching the show. So this year I'm going
What
to
the hell
make
are
it.
you watching?
Yeah, I'm watching everything but the show. Everything. I'm all over the place like broken glass. There, man. I am. I am. I talk too much. I'm a people person. You know, that's what I do.
I
So,
sat my ass down and watched.
this year, I'm focused. I'm on point. And I'm going to get like a real good beat on these shows, man. Because I miss watching shows. I like watching shows though. To be honest with you, I'm a like I like to watch a show. Sometimes you don't get the real gist of a show when you're sitting behind stage. You get to see like the inner workers, of course, but
Right,
you don't get to see what the people see, right?
right,
And I think it was so funny. I think uh like one of the times this was and Spawn was with me when we was out on the road with Jeff, and we was watching New Kids on the Block, and we went out to where the crowd was,
right,
and you could feel that you could see like, oh, okay. Now granted, you know they're not doing the same thing as what they used to do, but my point is you see the nostalgia, you see the work, you see all the the is about, instead of
right.
looking at it on the back end and you seeing them running around and doing
Backstage
stuff.
shit.
You can't
Yeah.
even see the
No,
show.
no. When we worked for
What you say,
the
Spawn?
beat,
You can't even see the show from backstage because the show is
no,
so
you really
visual that you have
can't.
to be out in the audience to see the
You
show.
got to be out in the audience. Like you missed the whole light show and things like that. Like you miss all that because you're backstage.
When we worked for the beat, I would
Yeah,
disappear from the backstage to go
yeah,
out to see some of the performance from the audience.
yeah. Nah, most of the time, what I do is so I can get a good view is go out into the audience so I can see the actual show. Because
Right.
other than that, I'm just hearing the
You
song
can't
just
see.
like everybody else.
Yeah,
I
you
can't
can't
see
hear.
nothing.
You can't see shit from backstage. Really.
No, no. Those seats are over. I'm gonna tell y'all now out there now, man. I know y'all saying, yeah, whatever. That sounds all good, but you're still there. I say, yeah, that shit's overrated at times, man, because you don't get to see everything. In
Especially
fact,
when 50
most
million
of the time
niggas
you miss it.
backstage.
Yeah, yeah. Most of the time you miss shit. And Sport could attest to that, man. You sit back there, you miss a bunch of shit that goes on out
Right.
front. A bunch of shit. So,
I like going to shows because I feel like regardless if I'm there or not, the capacity I'm there, yeah, I feel like I'm at work.
yeah,
So
well, because you
I'm
do it
in
for a
the
living.
audience. Yeah.
Yeah, you do it for a living. So I know your views on it's a little bit different. So, but yeah, but yo, shout out to everybody that's going to the show, man. Shout out to everybody that's going to the one in New York. That's gonna be crazy. There are some other things going on. I think Underground Arts is doing. I just seen it. Do I want to say J Electronica was there? I think it's somebody else that's coming there. I got to get back to everybody on that one, but I
I know.
will have a.
Is Underground Arts still open? I thought they were closing.
Well, they're not closed just yet. They just had a show. J Electronica was just there,
Yeah.
and I think they're having another show coming up soon. I want to say Smith and Wesson.
I
I
did
want
hear
to say
something
that.
about Smith and Wesson recently.
Yeah, I do want to say that, but I could be wrong. But we could check and see. So, other than that, I think we're done, man. I think
Yeah.
we done ran out our topics.
Let me try something once real quick since we.
Uh
I'm
oh.
just
Here we
curious.
go.
This actually.
Here we go. Nard trying
Unscripted.
shit. Still
I'm just
unscripted.
curious. Oh, no, it doesn't.
What
That's it.
happened? What?
Went
What were
black.
you trying to do, dog? Yeah, it went black. You
I
just
was
heard
trying to show some streaming content real time from the NBA, and
Oh.
somehow, some way,
It said,
Yo,
nope, you're
I
not
got.
doing that shit.
I'm part of. Yeah.
But if I do it
What's
that
that?
way, I can do it.
What's
I'm
that?
with my.
This is the
This
game.
my call. This is my Call of Duty people here.
Oh.
They're trying to FaceTime. Hold on.
Don't look so
Hold on.
happy, Spawn. What's going on?
Yo, fellas.
But then it blocks me. Then it blocks us again. Hold on, that's crazy.
Yeah, because it doesn't
I'm
want you
streaming right
that
now.
shit.
No, but I'm trying to process how it's doing that. That's
I'm just
pretty-
telling everybody that I'm streaming. I just talked about y'all. Look, say hi to Matt, everybody.
That's Matt.
Hi, Matt.
There you go. You hear him talking about what's up? All right, Matt. Look, I'm almost done, man. Then I'm jumping in. I'm jumping in as soon as I'm done with my stream. Roll Tide, man. Nobody trying to hear that shit, man. Nobody want to hear the Roll Tide.
That's funny.
Those are my Call of Duty buddies, man. Those are my Call of Duty buddies, man. Shout out to them, man. Look at them, man. Look, they still on here. There you go. Bang. All right. Yeah, I'm a big kid, y'all. Like I got Call of Duty buddies that they call and they look for me and stuff like that. Look, I told you, I even jumped into a chat group. I don't even do that shit, but now I'm part of this group chat, and now they call and FaceTime each other, man. Yo, you'd be surprised at like some of these people that be on here, man. Shout out to them, man. They're hilarious.
How does Tobias go to Detroit and he's knocking down threes and all kinds of crazy stuff? And here he was pure trash.
He wasn't pure trash here.
He wasn't. Just didn't use them the right way.
Like
he just didn't use them the right way. That's all.
Tobias Harris has been Tobias Harris.
Mm-hmm.
He's never been any different.
When he was the same way he was in Cleveland.
He might have been more lethal and fucking as a Clipper. Because that's what I'm saying. You gotta remember, right before the Sixers got him, I think he had a game. He dropped the game before the Sixers got him. He dropped like 40.
No, he was hot. Then the Sixers picked him up. Then after that, he was.
So we misused him, I guess.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
He always just put on my like.
They always got people that just go off and be great somewhere else.
Well, Detroit just has a collective energy about them. Like they have something that you have something that you're buying into, and that we didn't have at the Sixers. They have a certain toughness that they had, at the time. It's shit that the Sixers that didn't contain it. Shit,
they're down by.
There's an energy, and there's an attitude that in Detroit that you have to be a part of, or you're not going to be successful there.
They trying to come back. No, come back though.
Man.
All right. Well, look, let's wrap up, man.
Right.
We're gonna let everybody go. We're done. Make sure y'all tune in.
They just
subscribe. Look, Nard is excited now.
Damn, they on a run. They call timeout right now.
Yeah.
But they got it back to 18.
Okay.
Oh, they got it back to 20. That was crazy. In 15 seconds.
All right. All right. So look, I'm wrapping up. Everybody, this is P Funk, Donna, Spawn, Nard. He's losing his mind over there with the game.
Yeah.
We are done. Make sure y'all check us out, man.
Peace out.
Go Sixers.
All right, Joe.
Fuck Sixers.
Go Sixers.
Nick Nation. Nick
fucking Nick.
Nation.
Fuck is a Nick.
Nick fucking Nation.
Nick fans can't even fucking play ball. Look at this guy.
Nick
over here.
fucking Nation.
Nick guys can't even play ball.
We're done. We're done. We're out.
That's why they fans.
We're out.
They can't even play ball. He can't even in the stream. So I'm a get him out.
We're out.
He can't even play no ball.